no. I don't know why. Me na powder and and the one I got to her. And she have me have no. I don't care. The mountain fan. I mean can say it answer oh do any. That time one ya what you father go with her.
You see that? It's second of one. And it's one back. I'm going to him. Say a chance and the baby declare. But I'm not doing what the result no. It's not my imagine. But do you declare? I'm the result. Yes, on declare. But for me say, and say, Namado is a Luini or Winnie. It's not imagine. Maybe be I imagine. It's always imagine. I mean, okay, how much I say? Electoral Commission officially undeclared the announcement. Almost be there at Omadinkunimo. I'm not worried about that because so much as a pair of collecting almost 98.5 of the total results in our Sabana. And with the 98.5 from the BBA dancer, Omadinkunimo. And that's how they claim our NPP headquarters are.
Nana, Osha, NPP, National Executives, Regional Executives, and 1 year trade most of
so far, the American venture, I think Omunana, that's inside of a platform. Those of the media house, after some cameras ready. I can't send the corner. I also became officer now. The office is for her. Omunana inside. Omun didn't care, but the staff wanted a powder and one the ADA in my name. Almost black now. Okay, white in one ADA in our Nana,
Yan, Siasa, Ghana man penina, and Adodanko Kufadona or Namquansua or Baho. Wabedu, and access still on Amquanso. So, on Amquanso, on your ever do hands animal. It's almost at the platform now, almost can't say. Ghana man penny is excellently, and I have done for the game hands animal. The buy and be hold the car, and I mentioned them soon as but on Amquanso are ready. But if you can find your castle, who are the one about public, and the quality of up your people. But bring that executive, national executive. Many answer then can be almost our that's one. Send your Omaniaje, send your Maniaje, or much less or Monamadinkum, no Shahonoma, or my mountain stage be, and also more young Webby said, your movie party be and I'll be on the BB sir. Our mountain stage, our more chances, our platform, and I done about the almost say, I re elected, or bet you Libani speak after the re election. And just say, how much is that machine? Cleaning machine. I say, I know say, Chakuta. But for now, I have platform. I'm more chance of 20% like that. I don't know my mountains are platform. No, I'm headquarters there. What head office there? Okay. Send Unya, Pennyphone Unya will be under. You best to send Cabessa Piemu, NDC for so, or headquarters near who atmosphere. I will now declare results in Sanafe. The president elect, no, yet to mean so, Aquapiemu, our baby, Obiana, Fayashani, Ecoson so. Okay, I will do that. I think, for now, our son assigned Aquapiemu, our almost no, almost here, almost head office, and other headquarters. Private atmosphere now, but as it stands now, there, Obipiemu, our asylum down, and the new patriotic party on head office there, to say they are there in their numbers, jubilating our more chance officially because. What they are saying is that almost checks in the year. Comfortably, very comfortably, a by any no. Almost original comfortably. Before sending 50, you now come to this report from Magada exercise 137 as against 136. But almost such as a no Yano Quarry, almost the original results than Gatano. Almost get the facts and figures. Now, facts and figures in the HS almost leading both in the parliamentary and that of the presidential. Almost leading with how many seats? But figures in there, almost for now. I don't pass on the film, edit figures now. After I'm saying because electoral commission, you must say someone in it, and declare results and normally someone saying, I'm on the film, I'm not quite so much electoral commission, you know. They are waiting for the electoral commission of Ghana, someone has done, and they declare, say, officially, His Excellency, Nana Adanko Akufo-Addo, the Premier, Abdul Kim promise, or not any other president re-elect for the Republic of Ghana. Nana Yate. Yatinti so kopiemu ewo NDC for so asye ye ho ase asalam dane adabraka de ekwan enhyeda enwa obetumi aduro sisi a na fe ya hwe atmosphere no se na yekoso ekwan ni enhyeda nwa ya na emu no I'm open so kopiemu ewo bia the principalship of Accra ya adabraka ti benye ne ko dia bia na omo so tita po no omo betire na akukuduro aba kopiemu akukuduro MPP for no e de ban e chance say security town. When you
and away in two one, way a green. And if I'm talking about green design, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then Mama. It's right, you. Aha. Just a brand Brian San and Mr. Kim Hansen and Kausha from the studio on San to Absalom down. Shouldn't have taken more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It took me close to 20 minutes before I got here. It took me close to 20 minutes and San and me do antenna. After my main copy of what I'm head office in the Hobiana. That's why the mama and son, but the team will see you about.
Yate Nana, Yadasi, Nakupon Shaw, and you, my power. Quabra. Yes, MPP Flash, I see a Germany. Is it not too early?
Well, sir, a do beer, say a humbo beer, and I say a nijabo be more. Utimi, or say, dear Omo Yeno. Omo enkute figures biao maromo ji omani so mo adi kan say omo ntimi nkare just electoral commission it ya na oti ya oyedede e bia be koso na ndisi fozu yedede o na me de mama ni gina enwom na omo de sa no obi anya ne onko nyom fansa se na ebe ya asaba no se toni fa ye ni age etobe nkuma ye ni age is before ji omani a omonye ndisi fozu nyomani a omonye because dan ya asabebam e bia na rehearsals bi boye
ba ku besu na ba ku asre dan ya me sisi na mo tu powder agu mo ho no we tu powder agu ho a won tade tuntum nyina se o timani ma se tuntum we tu powder na tuntum ya da ne fita afia be bobo no ase o ma se na de abafo
me ka se teams ye wa bro kire bi na say supporters no we share so minim se asomase be wini say ya last minute extra time last minute em sakabe 15 seconds and I go be better as I na run in t-shirt no adani ani na fe ordinary dey ko no be say hey masisa me ho aha edi say what the car ko tu powder go ho a o prumu ase be yi what prum
because
as no adani ani
sisi ano se ne o kire no ma ye platform a say eya dan ya even if sabe omu lusi kra na was some panyimfo ne members ne kasa the platform ne de eye so ma ye dan ya
eye so se wasoma no so nko NDC headquarters so nko because we be ko ne bia similar thing so e wo ho obi a se malusu a ese se mejitum abonten na me ma obi congratulations sa na me so ma wini a se me kasa kire me nkrofo na acceptance speech enti me so menya akombe ko NDC headquarters na so asagina mu na fe de ne anije obi ani age because ye den ya nkrofo besa na nkrofo bi so asa be kofom eno na mi hu eno na menti ase
no because den ya I say den ya ba ko be so
oh yes
den ya ba ko ani beje ba ko ogina ni pe ni mu sere kra na ni mu no na o su woni mu na ni mu de obenwenwen but ni mu ni de eden ya obesu but na I was expecting say nke bia nka powder to tuo ni ade no ko munya potre kakra because about to commission o se ya ma ne mresisi anonso na abo emi be ya sure say acha boro so aba 8 o'clock de na all the results na ba beto abonte se na be ya nka results ni be wi a na anije bia mo bia na maje
oni mi say ya na woni patrim say se bibi say ekoba na ugina hodin a na to so no so ti ase ugina hodin a na to so say ekotre exams atete no ye ko school no teacher ekotre gu board so obi MP wo say omo enim ade no no aye bom na omo so enim ade no oh ja oni nkrofo di agro na yi nti wo hwa na untimi ana so di agro nya say be kasa to so nti me susu so obi anyi na ni nemum enye ne gididi asane de ne efe ubenya say said o man ye nyina ye baako yi na be call MPP headquarters na NDC nyumu yi ne de ginam mahani ni won bi na aba no mahama dabi omo di ni won bi abo aye dansable ayi NPP for so de baako aba bele she tama so na tim neka we me sabi wa hode pa
what's the headquarters national asalam down any adabraka ekwa anwasa obetumi atumri ka free hade akwa
sabi wa hode pa ka meka say NDC for no omo nkwaji MPP for nyum no omo fansa na NDC for so nkwaji MPP for nyum no fansa
na wutie na ekasa yemu a ose NPP ono kodu NDC for nyum no mo de sa wo ho
any NDC for so nyi the same thing Na manager bakrom. Na manager bakrom tim.
One thing significant okan is also nam kroma asojafo egu kromo papa any police for near even if you across the conference center na about to commissary for say omo eba na ade na this year omo anye wo omo office wa omo headquarters wa omo dey back conference center.
Oh, sir. New law. Ebi omo hwe omo hye mu no conference center na be convenient ama omo. Can say me be atwam kra na omo declare no I think independence square say omo be hye board bi ho na de no appear into before e be announce kra na nkrofo ahu. Nso omo decide say ha no be ba ye no obi ani asem na emum ese sa prosifo na soja for bo ban say ye be ya
Otra fiti ye traffic light ye kwa akofa conference center okọ ridge one about kokọ piemu wasala no ye say kwan mu de police for ne ade no ma ene soja for no ma je ho afapa because who say electoral commission for so wo ridge achi ho to mbe fi ne sa e na afa ho be fa ridge one about e de be samba conference center desire area ho nja say security zone
sister ombesi akosi say kekro mu isi we yan edi Ghana Obama ba Ghana no na me adwuma media house bi late bi okwohye no ho ba bi na me night makobo night na me ba ya bedu ni ma police station me matra trotro mu em say mate no smart ye tu ya edu paloma na agidi sika wie ye do broadcasting pe ade na nkwoche say wanimu sister me nante from broadcasting to la
GBC
yeah
to la
to be precise la general hospital no friend polyclinic who say Obama ba university hospital na ehokura mpo no se be ya nipa metimi ananti mpo nyagro mi do labone junction me nwuro man kofa coffee shop ba bi o ina so me fa ko tas ni pompo amenante brambre oh mpo ba yesi kwan ni ya let sister wo munsi no enipa nye obi bua pa be kwa no okra briefo ni akopra no oba no obi so bua pa kwa ha apresi for na soja for na dwen na fi abeka say eni enya mobo eni aburu ya tuo ni adenti no mo bi anko ho
tie na o se ekroma nkasa ededi aso obi a hye ne dem obi a ti TV ho obi a pe etie ni ebeba ansa na yehu the next step to take enti no me de kamenya ankase na ekroma tai din no se yebo na se ne wo pesa o wi ni ne oto abama no na wi ni ya wo de wa wo dem e na wo akekam wo wa wo dem obi a nche wo
kam obi anti
obi a nya wo hwe na mom se ebi wa no bo ne moto yi
ka
moto yi ni ka e pin mo na esa ne ma no enne yempe yesramo hwe on ye be ya ne se onipa wi ni na wo se wo ji wani afo be wi na ba bi aji wani wa hwe yi a
wakukum nipa na wakopra na ex president Mahama ekọ rally ewo adwira em say no na adwira fo no kwa kasa na cargo truck bi alodu from Frante efi Frante eba adwira ne nwa go fi Frante pa na ba fram so no atene kwa adwira azam ka say adwira na me ko school Frante kuro no mu hwa na cargo car no ode kwa ha na ode aba ode kwa ha na ode aba ade ni mini ya ade ni mini ya nipa be 6
okay certified results ni bi aba garu
yeah
garu me pesa me hu region no garu no ewo mu but I don't really see it on if we are na nipa na o wini ye no ye Alauzuga Albert Ekuka on the ticket of NDC o wini ye with 12,407 votes 12,407 votes eno ena otumi edi wini ye ema NDC na senya na ye ase ye nya ntie se kwa akoye 36-37 wode amem wonandom de na emehwe how ho ebeye nabdam okay nabdam market nawawe ena ojina on the ticket of NDC ono ena otumi ewini seat no with 10,842 votes 10,842 votes yes I ekopiemu ewo chiana paga ehonso no Thomas Ada Dalu on the ticket of NDC ono so ena owini ye 21,000 21,954 votes. 21,954 votes. Eho Chiana Paga. Yefri Chiana Paga na yekwa kopiemu ewo Pusiga ho. Eho na me na be ma akoye adwuma wo ho pa nti kopiemu ekropona so hwe akufu Pusiga obia enimu no. Enti ekropon de ubo abusani bi obi o makobon se o hwe akufu Pusiga obia enim no. Yekopiemu wo Pusiga Ladi Ayi Ayamba ono so no on the ticket of NDC ono so enya 14,929 what me every ni seat no e de ama NDC if you Pusiga ye ko he ye ko Builsa South Builsa South Clement Abbas Apak ono ena original ticket of NDC ono so ena owini ya with 7,451 votes. Bolgatanga East Dominic Akuritinga ono ena owini ya on the ticket of NDC 12,394 votes, 12,394 votes for the NDC. Dominic Akuritinga for Bolga East. Okay. Ye kopiemu ewo former President John Dramani Mahama ni fie ye pese ye hwe se ne niema ekoso ho se ne atmosphere no etie ewo ho enuti no ye be pick feed every ho sisia na ya hwe se ne niema etie ewo ho.
The Ghanaian people want a change in this country. Ghanaians are tired of Akufo-Addo and his government. We thank the electorate for giving us a working majority in Parliament, 140 seats in Parliament, which is a majority, and no attempt should be made to subvert that. I've looked at the results we've collated so far, and I'm excited, I'm happy with the results, and we won in 10 regions out of 16, and the Ghanaian people have expressed confidence in us. We would resist any attempt to subvert the will of the people. Some of what is happening is unacceptable, and Nana Akufo-Addo continues to show credentials that are very undemocratic. You cannot use the military to try and overturn some of the results in constituencies that we have won. And so we will resist any attempt to subvert the sovereign will of the Ghanaian people. The right thing must be done. We've collated our results, and we thank the Ghanaian people for the confidence they have in us. And we will give further details later. But we thank you very much, and our people should remain calm as we wait for the final verdict. But we are happy that Ghanaians have voted for change. Thank you.
Dada John Dramani Mahama ono ena one ye kasa sisia no on say utie ne kasa yemu a o say say omonya majority in Parliament, which is 140 seats. Sa ena oka na but one kasa we really anase we but yes General Secretary and so kasa Johnson, Honorable Johnson Esedu Nketia yenti ono so emra na
calling the elections for Nana Akufo-Addo. If there's anybody who has reason to jubilate, it is the NDC support base. And so we are urging our people that they have every reason to jubilate, because they know that we have won majority in Parliament. And because of that, that positions us to select the speaker, the committee chairman, and so on. And we know nobody can run this country without the majority in parliament. And so we must send a strong caution to the government's attempt to use the military. In fact, the military have no role to play as the first instance in any electoral matters. We are aware that in Techiman, the military have been deployed to a collation center. Shooting has happened, and 2 people have been confirmed dead now, and 7 others are in hospital. This is an attempt to change the results. Indeed, the Electoral Commission at Techiman has never pronounced the Techiman constituency seat for MPP. But the military just rushed in, created confusion and so on. And they are going to other constituencies. We are aware of what is happening about the results in Sene East. We are aware about what they are going to do in Sehuyoso, Takwa, and other places. We want to call on the peace-loving authorities in this country, Peace Council, the traditional authorities, the clergy, and so on. This is the time for you to speak, to save this nation. And we are asking the international community to warn the government to desist from using the military in elections to try to change the verdict of the people. This is, very, very strange. We have never seen this type of thing before. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us do everything that is legally possible to ensure that the verdict of the people is not stolen. Our supporters have every right to go out and jubilate. We have won all the deciding regions. We've won Greater Accra, we've won Central Region, and we've won the previously existing Brong Ahafo region very convincingly, including winning the birthplace of Professor Buzi, of the Buzia Dankwa tradition. What else do we need to win the elections in this country? Even in Eastern Region, we've won close to 40% in Eastern Region and close to 30% in Ashanti Region. How can anybody be talking in the wildest imagination that Nana Akufo-Addo can win this election? It's not possible. It is not possible, and we are not going to sit down. We are not going to sit idly by for the verdict of the people to be stolen. So we thank you very much, but let's call on the Electoral Commission. We are happy that they've decided to shift their own timelines, because we told them that it was not going to be possible for you to declare the results of these elections 24 hours after the election. As we sit now, collation hasn't gone anywhere. Constituencies are still doing collation. Our agents in the EC strong room are relaying information to us. So we don't think that any credible results can be declared before tomorrow. And so let us keep our fingers crossed and hope that Electoral Commission will do the needful to save the peace and integrity of this country. Thank you very much.
Yeah, say election when obi a person win obi a person win na eba ne say obi a person ka asem a ebeto na chitafo trim na ama omo nso hu so yempanifo enso are on top of the game. The AC anya menwanwa ese say obi akasa na ode kire na chitafo ensema all can be chere na chitafo say omonyi omani and all can be chere organizations are say peace council and others and they used to say almost form hunyim and also catch electoral commission say only the needful. I think say the unity here training say electoral commission because but mama my rain fi say said the ono si can asem no still our no need certified resource electoral commission kwa and say ya the cap ya ba magic cap we atum me dey see ho enti ye nyina twen mu ne wo the electoral commission be ka no eno na say ye nyina agitum me ya sure say MPP form penny for so share on beka the same thing actually mon crop for say yenso information ekuta na kire say ye wini nti mo so monyi mo ani electoral commission ye the need for we mo so nye the need for enti ni nyina na ye ka ni nyina bomu a asumdue ene ye de nyina ye pe the electoral commission de be ba no ye be stress obi abagi atum because before adewe no na empanifo mi no a edi animu a omo hwere di animu no sign a peace accord said ye beba bia no ombagi atum na se ba na se bibi mi na wonte ase a court and I do any betching nti menye sure so say obi betimi ahye na chitafo kutu pase electoral commission for the way aba yanyi ntum krom and the basa na entwa ye because yes say o hwe na say the beba nye wani ja na court nti afuto we koma MPP mpanifo NDC mpanifo say the electoral commission ede beba if so no e no man ne mra no ama ne kwan say de kuta na ye papa no on famra e na mumie no so mo asan krata say de ode beba bia no mo bagi atum nti ese say
me hwe mpanifo mienu ya omokasa ye ya to me no ase ne honorable Johnson so dinkatia e kasa ye no ase oye a contradict me omampanyi o say otie omampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama o kan ma ye hu say Parliament, the Omawini majority, to the extent of saying we have the right to even choose the Speaker of Parliament and other things. But none in Kasayem, even though one conceded defeat, but maybe the answer me who said he was in a way conceding, say, presidential but parliamentary, the to say the Ghana for some of my majority in Parliament, the Ghana for some of my majority in Parliament, but General Secretary so dear no say. Oma winning 10 regions out of the 16 regions, and there is no way someone who have won 10 regions can lose the elections. In other words, Oma winning presidential, no masenya majority in parliament.
Oh, no electoral commission because so Kaya in 2012, Nana Kufuado also the 2 regions we need first round. 2008 and also the 2 regions we need and the MPP 4 and the NDC 4 Kenya obi enkuta certified resource ebia de osusu se waboabo no anya no ebia na beba na electoral commission hwe figure bia o say figure we manyintum ombekwa kohwe akire ekodane mu ni ade no ebia na anko se de wo pe no eti ye besre se ye nto ye boase enye too sure say we need based on our informations because ye nyina yenim say electoral commission and necessary obeka sa asem no because we tie Mr. Siedunkatia na o kakra say amanfo eguso collate enti how did you know say what we need so tie ase aha enti e besre say yenkasa yemo no enye de asodue beba obia ne na chitafo enkasa no mo nkasa asem a e de abotaye mbeba because ye nya nwie said you no can no no kro ka say anhwe electoral commission time o de maaye no a o mo ntimi declare no e bi efi ne kosi o kira kra no mo ntimi nwie etie nyina nya abotre ne ntwen electoral commission kopim se o beba beka se wei ena wini se ba na se de wunsusue mu na nkoho a na okokot
na yamfa ne say yo sane na NDC for can say parliamentary seat no wini 140 say omo wini 140 na say ye were 2 independent candidates say 140 to 133 also in parliament and to say if that is so na say presidential no anko ama NDC na say ekoma NPP how are things going to be? Because say being independent too, ne kra na ka so omo de NPP one, they will still not get majority in parliament. That is if say to say senior NDC for can say omo winning 140 seat in parliament now.
Oh say we the NDC in penny for ka. Ye MPP for so ano for you know be kwakwati MPP for so say e bia say adabraka the adabraka na omo ka no. Who say microphone na no mo jubilate. Omo so omo winning majority in parliament.
But omo ntumi afa figure bi amba. Mayenko kumase na ye ne edupoku enko kasa ewo ho na ye nhwe se sen na niema ekoso ewo ho be edupoku
mini habana
majoe
mejo so baba
abo adwuma papa ya ko
ya ja sida wonya nkopo hono
sisi asantememu de na ekoso ho
asantememu de eja ubefiasi ebo be nonso ekona na tete bibisha tie wa santimemu a MPP for asie mo nsa so ma we ni aba no
sa
na ohe dida ekoso a na NDC for so simantem ya former ex-president John Dramani Mahama asutimi address here no ohe NDC for so asie boom the power as almost what ma we ni a
Nasa about what commissioner Emeka Ashiu.
That is in every election say the press conference upon press conference. We be releasing the data from the strong room. And those NDC almost strong room no. Almost manya the seat. Oh yeah, manya majority and a majority so NBD say 10, 16 regions no much me I will know 10 dianet. Indeed, John Dramani Mahama is under a comfortable lead. In Germany, the sponsors who the DDD was here. As soon as so far, so as you need to see no catay. Mijina just a big cham so a year airport run about 1 man at the terminal Qatar and May.
Now, I say, and cry chromo and we say the Okopio, I say. A chromo aye lemoka kran crofo even though party headquarters near there no jubilation say kosoba chromo kasa de nipa entium hungu krom na kumasi a wo se nipa dede chromo no matom hu agu anasa ye party officers near there na omo ye dede ewo ho
omatom hu agu krom a chese gbanfo bo aben people ne kasa ebo aben bebrebe mi de bia me kan som say car horns are used to warn people that danger is coming. That is why they use most of them when they are bringing a bride into your house. And then the other read the jubilation car horns and I just okay a santimemo amount for or more tea cars not the near bear or more bonana Kumasi indeed. Kumasi the St. Clyde, Omina, your money, Kumasi, and Nigana Sassi, NDC Assassi, MPP Assassi, and so our Santare Diate. Dina no kwana ekoso e wa ase atete bigina baby kwa ma baby anya nko bi kwa ta boma suntra
me pa cho ya mpese e bebo ya besra pa so ho yi na obi ante wa mo mesra wo me hian na ye friend say ban bo ho nsem nso etesen e wo ho
okay ban bo ho nsem a awia no abra me ne me nia ba ma di nkomo no me ka say Asante region the mebo police for no abaso papa. Indeed, police I would say I'll put it in general, say the security service. Indeed, Omaya Juma because me security service no Omaya say if guests can cheat on soldiers who carry bombs and guns, who are we with laptops and phones? And the over soldiers no any police from do almost see after 20 years our Santara Dina indeed some percentage the security service over here a Santara Regional Police Commander Mr. Tafuduku Omaje Juma Papa and so just a Santara Regional Yemfa Abasobodi and the security service in Asante Wele Jim.
Na sisi ya nkrofo ajomani de em say do be si ha na ye wi a ede ya nipa mienu ajomani sini wi e be hu chale ba ko ni je be da ne areho kakra but ye do be si na ahwe nti edu say time a want to come sign for de omo nsem be tu dwa na fe ya hwe ye omo be to aso omo ni age ni omo eni je no ombe jai no mapɛ da bi mu ahye akɔpɛ empa bi so e de ada no na ya twetwe ni nyina so nkomo ne yehu ne yekoso
mini abna we de ma yenye bibi kakra wa ase na atiefo hu de wa kuma ase esitie ohwe se awia no na aso ase anopana medican edican declare ma sa aso ase but me ka to se pinchen bi aba na was yesa recounting of ballot papers no me ka to se honorable Ali Dumone honorable Muntaka na pinchen aba na ebo we no be form one no na aso ase omo kan foforo ni nyina se wi nti aso ase result no sei na esi ekoye
okay
and the MPP Nana Danko Kofado it means 35,214 and NDC John Dramani Mahama and so it means 47,460 and honorable Alibi as MP no and also it means 31,256 and honorable Muntaka Mumbarak the undisputable man and Aswasi seat so it means 61,659
51659
61659 61,000
wow
659 that's a very big gap about 3,000 yes
about 3,000 difference
yes 30,000 over there
30,000
wow and swam impression so obi on kan e be so say the way swam impression so sikoye over swam impression so honorable or say chairman sabonsu etima returning the seat na swam no say na isi ekoye MPP Nana Danko Kofado it means 65,733
65735
yes 65733
733 okay
yes and NDC 1,000 that is 12534
12534 and I said 12,534
yes and boom as you mean 212 that is 212
okay
and parliamentary no said them di kan the first day I started the command center or kasi TV no me ka say obaswami the contention gina honorable chairman sabunsi independent candidate no honorable chairman sabunsi etimi enya tete emano 54,795
okay
and tete NDC the Francis asunya 9,312 and CPP amanyoko no so gina musunya 299 and APC and so omo the gina musunya 213 independent candidates and your friend George Prempe do na bundi ba saka and so some impression so in 11,217 11,217
okay so independent no or affiliated to NPP meboa
yes yes and the Dani city asokwaso ma part afa
okay
ma part enya a comfortable lead
okay.
Boss baby ma part in 45,000 726
okay
as against or say Erica no or pre-independent 13,311 now it was a very cheap win for a part but do the vote no and a sorting
but still what
we and farmer being say Asante region NDC ateki 4 seats
okay.
Asante region as we are speaking and a independent candidate and so automatically 1 seat MPP lose 5 seats in Asante region to a different party and almost me equipu agenda 47 no 5 for Intiaka 40 key and the ama Asante region for MPP Amanukuno.
Bema yedase repair be samba on chen say abaso komisan e de nsem e be to dwawi a ye be san aba na ya hwe asanteme mu ne e koso e wo ho o ma moji o mani se pa da nyina be sen si e be ye de yo ni afi ya hwe se ne de be ko wa nyankopon e sho
ntu obade ane ne nkofo pi na ati e di nkoma o ka mo ti aba obade
na afi ye ho o moji mani be mo pa cho so ohun ye no bi a mo so tro ye serew
ne ba cho matia
enti no na sene ekono eno no na yesuma na ewo NDC headquarters no emse wakodru ho se yebetumi enya na ya ode na ye no atwetwe nkomo ana ye nhwe se NDC headquarters nso no atmosphere na ewo ho no etesen after se former president Mahama and general secretary honorable Johnson Esiedu Enketia ekasa ye no utie edukofia osi omukasa ewiye no ama NDC fo so ahyase de ni shera kan MPP fo no ene ye de wo kumase but former president kasa ya honorable Esiedu Enketia so de beto so no NDC fo so start ye de wo ho
se perifo se akokọ bede onimisa ade achi enso tie onini so obebon omunyomani ananka ombeje ba no mo pasim bi efio mo mpanifo ho ansa enu ti na sese opani bi awo kasa kire wachi taifo a o meye asumdwie asem because ade a onkrofo party o nche nunya kama mo pa o mbeje omani on say general secretary ka say NDC for e wo ho kwan say omotisi abonteji omani na afi de akanya omoji omani ye ni the MPP for so ebe ka kire because o kai a ye kwa salam down no enye officials ena enya omani omkasa na ye nkrofo bi omoji omani nti enim de MPP for so eka ene de omo so ka kire omo nkrofo but de eka nyina ne say asem bi e be fi mpanifo ano aba no enye de asomdwie beba na fe prepare nipa ne towards ade a se abane koto hawo se koto hawo ye nyina baji ani na emumi ya gia to fefefe
yanko NDC headquarters na ye ne nana ya champon mo nem se waka kopie ho nya nana ya o de nana ya fo no matwa me ho hia me hwe benkuma nana ya me hwe nifa nana ya enti nana ya
baba
champon e de na ekoso e wo NDC headquarters
de ekoso de and nya ade ameka say boni mu ma ase obi a jubility say we win but me be do ha say no na previous na enter former president John Dramani ma no o ma fish na mama for so ho so we cheer from the party office
okay
he be abo ha but udo ha main road na fa NDC headquarters ni no o ma block no
okay.
Enti so we say we use that road no e to see cathedral. This okofa ida adabraka echie ho asana okopie dia tigo office ana Legon campus city campus.
Okay.
Na what me atutu mako. Na me say me education ko so le dede no ni o mani ajo wo so o mani. Enti sabe na abdo danko kufa no hwe ni wo nyem. Iti oba nso a motos ni amanfo ha so say dede ni de koso pa
nana yakopie mu ewo NPP headquarters no omo so modi nkunim na ne ntia yenya ne say NDC fo onwom a omo de eye campaign no e na omo de ji omo ni wo ho NDC nso kopie mu wo ho a omo so no omo ji omo ni na nwom be na omo de ji omo ni
unfortunately NDC go bedu ha eye kuku no bi eye dede Mahama Apao Mahama for but over the nyom die omo mo nyom te so se na omo ya press conference ewiana na omo bo nyom wo ho no
okay
aha no yeah omo mo ma da bia no dia eye ni de kaka
na osha omo ya platform bi se bia after EC ever declare results no penny for be dina so ne nkofo be kasa ana omo ya hye bi so omo wi a ni je bi da omo ni ma na sa da se na te se tie o
Opa hadia, omunya platform dia, ni dia, former president Mahama Sio no Maya Sanya Manemanoa. But opa hadia, omunya dia.
the minister there or my year and later on or maybe
okay.
Means me bomb from
Na one party executives ni bi e wo ho say ye ne omanpanyina da kasa say hu say Johnson Ase do nkatia and say Freddy blame we mo empanyifo na ade ni nyina bebre e wo ni fie e wo ho no but party office ho no hu executives ni bi so e wo around ana.
Unfortunately, who executive via conference hall now moye saying no on conference no actually on matum into amu downstairs downstairs there's another conference another room kesi bi wo into a hono mo about who party to movie I mean say dey omu nya arrangement say o ma ko pie wo former president Mohammed fi into na bi omu nya mo ko but how about ayaka any moto any amount for na eja one man haka I tell my son so say me say ko pie mu wo nisi adesho na ye ma ne say ano ebe kasa brief me say bia what ka ho nsem kakra de na all kan say collation center no abane bi wo ho a party so bi ngin to wo ye nti say ne won share say nka wo be bo abane by 5 o'clock no won pa Ghana fo nyina acho say enya ade a wo betumi abobo no sanye wo kan ye no nti wo ye media man na so wo pese wo kan dia wo betumi atwen but wo tumi kan dia and wo betumi akọ na say ye ready a na wo tia na wo so wo tumi aba nti ma observers on free abroche ne other media house na ebi mo start say omu tutu omuka but say o ko ha wo fi asalam ko a there's a small one about here ho omo the barricades aso ho a only accreditation ultimate particular I just okowanya kofa national theater and sana wako na water canoes ni soldier fu egu won nti wa ba wa din say oba ha be din some soldier mshiro waso ba yes pop yeah waso ba because the fear no o men you declare hospital zone nti unni part of it ya femu a o ya wan you do e be fine
na aside party office na enkrofo ewo ho no area ni mu adabraka aside that party office ho kakra no court se me fancy bia cathedral ho no more like other parts of adabraka no wo sha say na ho so etie nipa wo krom
because of am say radio stations need TV amount for share obi edubulate amount for more around no besi omutiaba also the say adabraka circle eba we started from I think the police station about market make a crowd say among one am kwan so we about share the air cost
okay
so those around no and the party for need so more around no e bi mu di motor bi mu so di omuka ba ba have say cars dey park of pavement super cars are park pavement super nti e bi so o abi a obehwe say oh obehwe the air cost obi o beka so me so was here some and you know bi ono so oba nti ama high na abani dey super papa abani dey super papa
ba sha se ntu pa da ngu omo ho so mo dey nkuni
pa da die ni nyangu so die tu pa da but no bi wa dey bia say ono dey mahama you so far as o menya parliament do do na na die o mu twemu tanka o mo anu papa it is the effort for hanu
nana ya dase
mate
ya dase ni adwuma pa wo ye dase pa nya me ensure na emrepam no ye besan aba nchen no aba bebo nkomo bio mini akwabena obisa abande mama afa obisa abande former for nana obi anso gine die di obi asa ne de na ye credible e de ye authentic
electoral commission no because ono nko na wo tu mi say abawe maji atum me de ba bontin enti ususu say wanya bi
electoral commission CCA no they are keeping us in suspense na omo a envisage say ne be betumi akokoko betutumi atoto ti achimunti 24 hours no omo ntumi declare results a omo kan say within 24 hours omo declare results as this year from 5 yen na ya sum keka yen pass amatie
oh say we nye first time EBS da
no but the way omo man no yeah even a necra day they brought out a statement say at 5 o'clock they are declaring the results
say na make say on say we projections are wadwe na ode asusu bibia betimi asi anu so ntino motumrika ba say yesremo yentimi mfa ntu dwa sɛ de yɛka no no nti so ma ba be kasa kyerɛ sɛ yɛsrɛ mo yentimi mfa ntu dwa sɛ de yɛka no no because constituencies ne coalition centers bi wɔ hɔ a enkrofo nyintumu yɛ enu ti na too early for enkrofo so be sha say jubilate say ma weni because e wutie say de madam Sylvia no kan asem ne say coalition centers bi o ha still asem wo bi no ho a afi no be ya ba ba gi atum nti bia osusu say ha ma weni na asem wo ho ne kodane a waje woni age hu no enti na meka say ni je ndie ni obetimi age ba say botia wa no aye din no akwa kwhye dem na aka no atum na se nyame boaso ne koma wa ene na nije no wato aso ba misusu se anije ni mu nso no obi nhwe no ankoye bone anije mu obi nhwe no ankwa nkopra go wudi elections achi ana wudi politician bi achi ekokopra edawo aho so me se ba bia na no pem se obetua hospital bills na wasan abesra be impre
eno kra na hwe kro nchie ni nyina
honorable Asiedu Nkatia general secretary okan se wate se constituency bi nipa nso eda hospital eno no ye eno so ye alleged impiema obi ante impiema obi ante se ekobase sa na esi a na ye besere sa bambofo no enhwe no motutu ne ma se enye sa so a emperifo no enye confirmation ansana ebi ensama ti sei no omodi aba ba ye kan nyina abomu a ne yiye mu na ye hwehwe sebe ya ye be wie be bobo aba no obi agi atum ye be sere ensamo a ebe se nipa akoma de ensese afanu no mienu nyina de ba se obi a hwe se the electoral commission de be ba no eno mbe gi atum nti ye be sere obi a ento ne bo asentwen once electoral commission ko na be simi a certified results no ensese obi pe entem eba be declare winner eno omo di council de aba abema warning say no political party no media house emfa honi nipa we ensesa obe declare bibia because eba presidential ne dia electoral commission ensesa obeka into figures bia wo bia fato hansa na tie the electoral commission beka no the banner say anya oda na court and the chief justice so the aba say eba is around 47 days so se bia tesa as see diwie ye we see time you know menye sure say ebona anko yi as say o may help you court say wasemu mu court be di ama
na electoral commission we hope say ebetumi abantem na omo ma results no na ye declare bibia because as send your moka 24 hours nti ama suspense no ano ayedin obi e twen say ombaba be kasa but un say to de bia constituencies ni nyina emma ye de but otumi hu say results ya abayi de say ye twen constituency we nyina credit ma baako out of we no krana it will not really change anything. Can't they declare the elections at that point?
Emrane say unim say no we ne kura twen na electoral commission de mrana hye ne nsa no omeka because wo koka na electoral commission so be can be different e the whole year ebeba don't say ex-president Mahama or Kasano, he was very careful. Yeah. Presidential there or man who cry because Obian himself no dear electoral commission Yamana Quine.
Because even before Nekasano Kranos and a tweet be a eba and so no one presidential no cry parliamentary and I just said yeah almost winning majority in parliament. And to know Osha as Johnson said Dunketiana or said that say because of my winning 10 regions into no I said abandon their mama fa into no for and shall say one kind of directly someone there, but some kind of that is how in a way he was trying to imply. And I mean I want to say
well say on say nipa kasa ubia fan there from different angle. Nti bia sana o ti ase say yesma nipa miensa so mo nkwohwe oso no na omomra obi say ne fufu taranata so obi so ne fufu abonuma so obi so mekwa na ne lutu ne wasen ne nan de de keka ho eno ye de obi ehun nti bia angle a wo ti ase fie no but me susu say no matter what yentwen electoral commission electoral commission because yanhwe ye na ye ma anije ne buru ye so na ekobia no koka bibia ye di kan insight ye chidi for no ebe ye din se obesa moa wo se anya nye ye ntimo nkofi eno na anhwe ya na koye obi ya na ebia de osu akoso na de osere so nti ebasa bo se me mani age mi gina nche wo usu ti kama opepa wanim na asa akotwimi asa wan hyeda but ye nka se esese sa ne ba no me de enam guso ka no se NDC wini a omomfa PP nyum nyom ani na MPP fo no mesabi MPP so wini a omomfa NDC nyum anyom ani na NDC fo no mesabi na fe ye hu se oh ye democracy no yakoye nim bebre and says about what it is
about we know prove say we are growing in democracy o share say the about we trends no ekoya na say ne enema ekeka ko no so say sanso na tie so say yakoye nim kra fa more say parliament ekoma baako na say presidential so ekoma different one na just democracy no it is going to be stretched. But in the way of stretching it, so na strengthen na ye hu niema bia ni so na ye experimenting nyama bia ye ntumi experimenting bi that because Ghana had almost all the time a party in power has majority in parliament. Na se ne ye tititi about to come inside begina ho na so almost you no kure nyame ni no kure se ne NDC for kan so manya 140 seats in parliament and sa na tie dia. Not just for the first time, we are going to have a majority who is not in government. Speaker of Parliament who is not in government. Committees and committee heads and committee leaders and are there. Only government.
No, but you say, and only a parliament as I'm not kind. Or young presidency, no, a hodie, ubi any baby echo.
No, also, I am assuming, say ABA NDC enya 140 seats in parliament no na say NPP every presidential na na for the first time in the history no ye benya parliament enya omo wo aban mu speaker of parliament enya onu no ne party na rule committee heads and committee chairmen and stuff in parliament enye omo ene wa ban mu.
That's right.
Ghana just a new feel of the democracy, a new way of doing things.
Yeah.
Ama senka ye be ni ye di anka in a way no ebeboa yen because enkoye to say winner takes all near certain president ni pe bia go push it through. Say ye mpe say ye beko ye chika kra ko here sa your friend say japadil nsem eba so e call parliament minority kan nsem bebre but majority no if they want to push it they can push it because they have the majority and the constitution says you should have majority wherever the majority is coming from it should be majority and menya sure say MPP ni betina homa MPP they are there by parliament no maka say yenye ntum and as NDC ni betina NDC president they are there by parliament no maka say yenye ntum but say ekoye the other way round na say opposition and a majority in parliament it can really stretch things. Anna.
Yeah, say there is always a first time. And adie bia enyini bia so no e fa trials mu. Nti say Kobani say ya well endam say electoral commission kan yenti no me de me mpese me ko ho. Na emum say Ekobani sa de a na say Ekoba say esesa de no ko ba ko a wherever it goes no say yekonya bibi fufuro esen said ye ni anim kan ne said ye owa ban mu e majority on be we say ene na ha be ye nije because e basa say edu so be appointing ministers na say edu vetina wanti mi ampase o vetina obeba fikasie mu ni ato so aba he onimu a esmasa la enkoyi nti e basa so be ni pass set up o de ade na ekwa so who said yamede kwi e ade a esese ba bia afo gitum nti esese ba bia afo e de omonsa be sha ase evima hu se behind the doors no say ni nyina ade atum nti o de ba enye enwanwa ene ni nyina epia but no menya sure say se baako enya majority na baako enya minority a obi be yese me hye da sikwan se me maye nya adwuma because o ma ho nyina no man ni yiye yenti eno mo nyina wo ho menya sure so betimi aka say well me na me wa ban mu but me nya majority etimi ma monye anaso bi so say me na me ni aban mu me su nya we obi o ho bia na try say because we are a minority and the majority e ho no ni opposition political parties any opposition but ahead here ye nyina adwene no enam kwan ba akoso but we mu sa ena we mu dooso sa pepepe enti minority nie na majority nie enti minority side say yempene majority fe yeso ye bepene na ye de akọ efikasie mu ne akọ na ya to aba na bi num de omo number yi bi mu ato ho na omo kọ akaga na be de
na o say eyesa ebe ye win-win because say near one win presidential and we win parliament and near one win parliament so win presidential nti ye nyina ye win ana
well me dia me bomb pie say enko ne sa na ka de obe win presidency no ono amfa the majority nko
aden
o say
adentia
because as at now no yenim de o win presidency no ena honorable Sedun Katia any former president Mahama omo figures omo de buy say omo nya 40 seat ni ade no enya de a ye betimi age atomo ha say kopim electoral commission e de abase certified constituencies the obi enya ye nie na fe de hu say minority nie majority nie papa so obi de na dwen bu say me information say me kutanti me majority me information say me kutanti me minority a eno de just say the electoral commission agiatum e na me de be adwuma but the obi susu se wanya enti oba beka ana say de obi susu se wanya enti no de waye din e na otene ba bi twen electoral commission ni nyina ye sebeta frache obi adwen e na o kire because our man is na say obi di ka be ka say wanya majority in parliament me na may speak of parliament me na may say na I say obi ya concede defeat no but en say banisa I just said the electoral commission aka no e no man ni nyina na amanu ko ni nyina ba giatum obi susu say me so ma win say na che say who impose who say when we win presidency no so say basa entwe electoral commission or the bar but still ani betimi didi ho abobo sa na yira me de abebe to bia empre na emom ka ne ma echim kakra awo so Ghana democracy na ma ya ka me ne beje ho
ebe fine
say yehu de yehu bi da na nka awo so democracy na ma ya kakra nka me ne beje ho because de yehu da bia na no a na nyina yehu nti nipa kwa omutimi redundant not in baby because after all you know we say a basa akura ni pantanko parliament but we say there enam sade na bembe ho nti no ese se wo ye dan obeko kan say the bill bi ba ehia obi ansa ehia obi abato na fe ya hwe se bill bi aba ewiase ene oman mu nyina susu se ade we die ese se agitum ye da achinti e ho ne ye be hwe se obi ebetimi afi minority and a majority across the capital ko say enam se we for my hunti me minority there but me koto ma majority say ne be o man be yi ana say ade we ade aba there enam say o man yi nti me majority there enso me foa minority for no so na mo man na yi because obi o ho bia asoma wo nya open ade ko ye mo ko primaries mo ka say oti said obi no mo ka mo there ni je o say o ena me manfo pe obi asoma no ena me yi me homa ese monsuma me na meko ena mako enti ese sa wo ya ade a ebebo manfo ni nyina na nye de wo pe eti ye wo so democracy ni kakra ka me ni beje ho ese se bibie bi nsida esi wa bato we mu ama 2024 no afedi oboso bi agina ne naso pintin and obi abebie de ni nyina 3 system ko bie 180 bibi be fa another 180 no
na young female in parliament yes as a man be Lucy mo seat be mo so again seat no Usha, what should we expect when it comes to females in parliament this time around?
Me who say man be atete agudie but to say me constituency say be ma tetoe e no baba and baby also a man be tigu na me man so aba it you know me expect changes too much.
Okay.
I bear 5 be pay and a man across almost adada until be able bear 5 and now 4 be pay and a be free so because as at now no you know who macro cry because still I just electoral commission but me expect say because a man be winning from different party no different party me shame different parties so a man be loose no na man be ba be shem into be hwe na changes papa bi e ma but the man so do so mra hye badwomo a eye because asem bi wo ho na fa ma ho e ma ene nim adekora wo ka no nche se ma so do ma no tum bi e ko ba committee level na so ba ho ne de asem e fa ma ho ba so ba ni timi chirem because no personal experience and so timi chirem ma committee ni nyina gitum na ye de ba na ba be boa ma so nti se man so ba eye because they say gender ministry say some ministry ne kwa I say gender so you can ya kama man kwa say be ma say gender ti ya kama no
gender no so kwa to say favor ma
ba ya ka gender de akobia ya dwim ne say o gender de say man ya krokro mo nti some ministry say ya nam say eye gender na so ya chima koma ma kakra nti eja be ma bebi be ma ba ho a
under gender ministry, your Department of Women and Department of Children, the Department of Men.
I don't hear some no to me. You say in am deko. There be a yazumu say member na abuse of now. Na so e to da.
So no akodo today as ma say me ira hweme. O me ka say eh now we are correct bibi boko de.
Me dey abum ya kameko akoko. Me dey hweme. Me dey hweme ya kameko.
O kra ya nyi ni e say wo hwe kan ya sa achew. So one wash your man na wo pesa we try to so na do we.
E man be a marking ko. Mo one day. Enkanka uze member nti a member nkro na nti anti aba no pe ma kese. Nti so yire hwu. O yire hwu an complain. Era wo betimi akodom so na be kwa kweda o so
ira hwe.
Anti yeah betimi invite madam ba ne hwe say oh obebu ampa nti bit say gender ministry say nam say excel towards a man nti wo de be ma kwotena ho a enye de nti enu say na o say protect mama na fe deputy kura koye be ma na bia oba na edi animu a na ye hwe na fe ministerial appointments na fe niema bi o ho so a na de bia mama na ahwe na deputy ministerial appointments ndi akeka na de bia mama na committee ni so na mama bebre akoso me expect say e man beti agukura enye bebre se na be man be ba parliament na o ma be represent man because e man e do so no na koma mo because if you
educate a population so man e do so
Pastor was a man and time from who near manusem and nam gidi ni say this year dint you know so when you ma omo a year strong anything here and as I saw America crackable so what it for meme bia piano se fako you know free tite banyina na inim se politics dey mema dey nti ne neja e ma ne do mo ho jim but yes say e ma ne nyiro mo fo mo nyim oba bia na otimi anya yema oba ne ma position dey a udia na adiniye ama I encourage ma foforo because Ocean Electoral Commission adwuma wa ye a ayire no wa ye adwuma pa wa ma abato no eye very free but bia no abekona line wo with some few ABI calculation centers near maybe or amount for you too. But no electoral commission abon home model. Now she so ban a dear anymore. This is the post in my manner, Munini year my send a baby encourage others and I yet me because all the position more bar no uncle ye year. I bequet your man and I use one man so crowd by mono is that.
Yansha in the case say be a NDC ebewini this presidential elections running mates ayoba. What do you think a woman vice president can bring to the table different from how things have always been? But answer na obe answer na mayenko ni mana yene nana ya odai enko twetwe enkomo ni ma de na say president nana adodankwa akufuado ni fie na ewo ni ma police station nchen pe eho na nana ya akopiemu ewo ho nana
abena
ukopiemu ewo ni ma no say na etie ewo ho
abena ni ma de enough like can't me who is the right word. I mean, if you say next fail and I say a year who and I share that one, I say a year of the good of my job. Nima as compared to a year NCC headquarters now. Difference as a woman. Nima send you the kind of direction. Nima police station the whole and his excellence and I don't for a good photo. The other man thinking if you a word of one I was saying. Now, Jim one side man, and the guitar on the banana, at the team or man if you want.
na security deɛ obi tɔn na mo a ndema ɛne there's a two phone nyinaa no ɔmo di afra ɛna cars na esisi ha nsɛn na mo but ɔmo ntumi entwi mu meta neɛ ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ mo headquarters na sɛ ɔmo national head office no na ɔmo no sitafoɔ no kakra de bi ha emu ado ho ana ɛmranteɛ no bi moto fuo no bi no na ɔmo ayɛ dede kakra abɛtwa mu but nipa ɔmo nyinaa no ɔmo ayɛ din asɛm baako a na ɔmo ka no sɛ ɔmo nim deɛ nti a maame gyɛn ne nsa ɔyɛ saa na sɛ wɔsi saa na mo but I expect sɛ ɔmo check na sɛ ɔmo collation na bibi adi adanseɛ sɛ ɔmo di nko ne mo nanso na ɔmo nim deɛ nti a ɛyɛ electoral commission na sɛ abatɔ commission no every late time a wɔn ti ne pa result no ɛma ayɛ nti na ne ma deɛ asɛ ɛha no ɔsɛ ne nsa wɔsi wɔ background a bubuzala na ɛna bi ne mo bɔ kakra na ɔmo ayɛ deɛ na ɔmo agya yi nti ɔmo nyinaa na atwitwere deɛ mmiɛnsa ɛna ɔmo di abobo ɔmo bisa because the first thing you get people answer no the council many share mo ɛwɔ adadaka NDC foɔ nso no ɔmo head focus na wɔn nso na ɛne de sonko ɔmo a na ɔmo sɛ bi atɔtɔ baako bi a NDC foɔ flag ne NDC atwitwafo no bi nso no ɛka ho na ɔmo nyinaa nso de mirika ɛne dede but ɔmo nso nso dodoɔ naa no nso no egyina hɔ a ɔmo ayɛ busaa nti na sɛnea ɛka mi ayɛ no deɛ abena bepie mu ɛwɔ nana dankwa akutu a de pie hɔ nsa no mu na o compare to ɔmo head office one na feelings be different. We are two things altogether. We are two things. You know, oh, now your NDC different, and last MPP different. I think that apart from Jemensa, they say the whole Ghana on the community can.
Na, maybe so. OPM our NPP headquarters no almost see result say omodim kunim to no moji money. Na adu fie ho no. Omo no sa results na omo headquarters wo no omo ni bi. Ana omonya bi wo hwa omonya ne ntia foforo bi afi abato commission ho nti na omo de omo ntumi nje omani na na
omo se omonya bi na so nse eha na akoye security zone ga say the police station na e wo han say na mo nti no ase omo ye bibia na omo ye bit skeptical omo ye very careful omo de nse omo change officially the electoral commission agent men and babon saying abe declare results and say NPP ana etinya den edin kunimo na momu no omo de bibia di adanse and I say, "Omo check that. Omo nyana na so mo coalition ni say, omo na rin you know, ade mo gansa adana ma me ne yesa, adana ma me ne yesa. And one question na omo bi say omo ho. Afi from ko de wi afi no. Sikapo ni ri na no. Omo de sumo e boy yen sentrofo. Sentrofo no mo de sumo e boy yen say.
Ara mo say ayan mo de.
Omo ti en pese e be kan no fare. Ama Ghana fo ji na ho say, asuma say na so be nkin na edin ko mo. Because so people ho no. At that time na. And ko mo ne di so mo de sumo e boy yen. Now, you are present one candidate. I'm not just a gun and I see you for name and say, candidates win saying, it's a marketable. Sounds other party, blame a intention for. That's a yana. Yama, eat one. I'm on to number one. I could be a military president and you live in Ghana for now in Ghana. You come our dad, you can have the Young as I see ya, as it's out for me, and a picker more, almost a bad to Germany. Now, so good one idea. Omo team woman pay if you any more dia. Omo so mo dia, omo video so much good. But omo ka so mo never am show mo. Because the first minister is to buy. No mo nya be kai. This is so mo pe any amount to me. That's what me declare election results of my Ghana mo. Ya mo no, omo nya so electoral commission of the omo change the NPP. I should have put nana. And time to see. Omo video say me fa mo no. The next time mo ntia, obo declare na dan ko Akufo-Addo as the president re-elect.
Na aside na fie ho na party faithful kakra e wo ho no generally area ho no nipa wo krom na still ho ye etaidin
area ho no so o hwe eye nima police station aside ho na fie ho na ufi na fie ho do wani a kire se o ko ni mai inside kakra bi no wo be ho nipa e wo kakra but apart from ho no o se da e hu nipa wo krom and nan kasa ne de o hwa time nan kasa no wo twinya moye Accra, the normal Accra, I mean, we in animal, and the Tuesday, baby at ID, Cars, I think you who come on, oh, far, traffic in them. Yamuno, baby, there are certain major roads, so therefore, I'm blocking those roads now. But we in the same idea, I have to offer a year, Kumasi Cambodia, and everything in Mitchell I could do. The oh, if I and I can't do it. Be asking if he, if I can't be now, one could do. Our master or party at Arena, and my cupino, our party headquarters.
Na party executives now when who our headquarters no I am there omo wana na ho ana
ebi awon na no see ho because ebi ho no na empenifo ni ho a oba na so mo de mirika atu so emani abiri pa no mo de ababa sen no ma ko wani fie ho empenifo ni de ebi abeti akose na fie ho ebi abeti akose na fie ho aha ebi ho ebi ho de empenifo na envy headquarters one there good one na na fie ho.
Okay. Nana ya do be sis a house is abre.
But when me the team answer no. Na me ya na champo. On so the team answer na ma say oba ya na. Na champo ha. We do the money credit. The answer ono so the minim o de mami ari mi no. The ticket to pay no. On PP headquarters. Ya ban na the answer for the city. Oba ya na. Ko eye afondiri ni na office na. What the compare na fi ha. When I put in the amount, one say, or your president, the atmosphere here very tight. Oba, you know, one say, your friend say, security near tight. One soldier for, police for. In the atmosphere, had a different from other side because he's the president. It's so same president. In which we say, someone more protection. In which I also soldier for one. When you Nti abana na ya we champion ono so de no nti so nse ne ono so kire mo ne se eha no medical report na o se eha atmosphere na totally different no compare to your course our head quarters one na different eha no obi ayi bi mo che obi ya stand body ho no kwa gugu nti no ya twen e say de ne nam ho apaso je mensa ono tumi ni na ono se opobeti ni akoda wa
Ghana nyina stand still you trying to solve Bekasa the only free and fair woman in Ghana
the free and fair woman is that too many no the see example na do danko akufado Ghana man pin wa na ni oba dan na jondo mani mahama ono so no boy man boy this year gonja just papa no oye be man de na na dwi no wadani oba ene man ni na so dani nkwala ko mbo de nka mo nka ho ezan too many na be se ma me nsemo so kasa na wacho kwa no declare obi antini na ne hwe e fi ade maame na na mhu apaso ono na epo maame na epo
yo nana yedase na some mo ho ya ide ye be koso ase the mensa fe de oyi abro yi pumba kwem na so de nsem betu dwa na fe be bia jubilation ne e kono na ya hwe
I don't know in a minute no so say you can about Jane no na hu no say on before man be ejina ha almost no ebi minim de say omamboto na say omowura na afo a ntima minister mami ya fa say
Come the presla.
What the presla ne buy my monitor wa that's a cobase schema beni and what to ambata wo ho adan owura afo na den
Hey me pata me wura ho mani ade pa na dia mahama na ye buofu
adan mahama wa den
no je oye person say on tia say na ye buofu no ye me ye ka say me wura ho ka me ntimi fie me gina say me wura ho mani ade pa o se na ma address mani ade ti me che oduro me say ya di kran san me fie akom fie
oh okay me nua ba kon so awa ha me ko bi no man tribi de na kanya kura me nua ba asa what did you made here what di banku but aso wa boso
e mo point
o moto ye o ya so moto ye
e mo say
wo bem
na de beta kre ma ama ne say ye nyame extra ne ye mo ne bia na na do nyame extra no and na yi si no onya we say bikini na ma ama ne de tu ja na the club na ma MPP kwa na be ko ti wa di tem ne ma bi ti ma ama onye say ama onye say
mahama de too many names o je me sansam intene say anka mo problem bia adan na mo address mo issue ni to electoral commission
okay me no ye tia mi dra we minim say ade enche ya e mo nyame so bo ade tia ne die minim say by the ending of the no they make
na mami bi samu na mo wo di say what is it mo esa ta result ni die isi amfani na so bonten na de na mo wo sa jije ntoma di
oh yen na no na e bi die nti na report me ba yen na ka tu si ni na me lecture ni nyina
what no ni nyina
eti me no me di na dem billion na dem
asem na ni ayi
mama ona nyame afi fa nyame ado mo nyina ti bebre mama mo oni bebre ade bebre na ya be
abana no ayi din tane ebo obi ba ye na esa no ayi din Ghana for man out of Ghana. Almost almost anybody and I saw ya by 4. Why by 4 the next anybody in a song. Aha. Amaria so the Casadiana. Amaria Philippi, Amaria was slow. Amaria was slow. Amaria said the young person. I said the young person. The young person. Amaria de Amaria only be here. Also, only here. And then the young person, and you know, minimum, yeah, none of us can be. But Nana, Ocean view how I didn't was the asset in payment form of brain and another Luna as a Omobaba. Yes, we make our NBC party office. But Ocean will not home and the moon home war. And I moved to Muhammad Sulle, press conference with you. But I want to name a control master about the conference. We are not about the Casana. Yeah, Muhammad Khan or so very backward. So I remember because also Muhammad said, if you need to see President Kupon was because here. So sure they had a very come, but so the foreign man on here. Remember, one year to say, now it's the other to me. Here. I was watching Mokracha Powers. We are sure that we're a process of a Marima Mana. And then come to quite tough money as a see an idea. Say, what is an Amana aircraft? I'm going to go to Guanana. I bought a year former President John Dramani Mahama Esa would be on Nagasana would be can't say, and some are now on you to Montana. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you know, I change my head to see.
Any of my palm,
okay.
Yanko is Shamona, said it. Oh, na de ya baako e de baako besu baako besere nti mo de mo time na se je no so de na se so e ba betu dwa na yentumi enye ye betumi ahuni e kwaso ne ahuni e bibia e be kwa koduru.
Okay. Na minya ya ma member ko bi nso aja so tim say nani abre bi ani abre pa bi ani abre ba so de all the same no mo ko so mo juma o studio enti na the best no be a memeja na never camp over na pe masaya kokromu ask wo fi na den etie enti se ko ba say Ghana man penye his excellency na na dan ko for the same way to ga na na camp for the same mamo e san say mu ana se na kai na ka ba ko bi e tin dey to na e so ai bi o no ba ko wura hon san no me nim de e ko support e o inside ho me nim de e ko support baby a so o ma tate yampa e bo ana so mo paper mu ho e be eye rebata aba ne de me nyina ne wa twen mu de ko ba se na na be kasa me nyina ne fa nkan ahefo
ye da mase mo ne adwuma pa mo na na ya squared omo chinchi akwa kosia na na ya fo mi nu mo bo adwuma pa mo bo adwuma na wo hwa se ne o kire ese na fi o de ase vim no wo fom nti se na party office no ado omo nim bibia ye nimu ana
abra de tie ne say na fie ho enye headquarters so wo hwe ya se ebia enye se o mampani dada mahamampo na oye press conference a ebia ka ono so fie ho no din say because empanifo ne dignitaries omo fie ho ntimi jubilate empanifo ena ebeba ho no ma betena ase nti omo aso mbeka sa akira manfo na omo aye said the nipa a troop corner na do fie ono minim se bi ono so press conference bi a all ba be ahead of declaration na but o sha headquarters to headquarters there MPP for Germany NDC for Germany and o hwempo a said the nana ya e de ayini ba no na ukọ MPP headquarters omo de omo tu pada e de yumu bi asa ba ukọ NDC headquarters a eyakuaku no mo gina omo monyom ukọ na fie a ono na ye sitting president and na fie so Benima police station pa na security for akwa kogu ho enti ade bi wo ho a untimi nye e wo ho ba headquarters there mbetimi abopada mbetimi asa saa na
party members nyina
saa no mampani mahama fie so no security be wo ho enti untimi fa jubilation no enko ho na emum party headquarters there mbetimi akwa jimoni nti it's in order say uhu se na fie ho no ho ayedin kakra saa na sese because ho nya headquarters na omampani mahama fie so no saa na sese ho ye because ho nya na emum saa quarters fo ni no de omo nsama me
na me ka se bia omo tibi bia ye nti na omo abotoboto saa nti na
susu ne saa because I won't say yeah who nipa anymore until how would you know so be able to a jubilation and koso
okay
now bonte dey different from inside but mampani mahama fie dey won say omo press conference the camera to omo nyina so into hu wanim obi abo to hu obi moto ya hu body language hu justice and afi hu niama bebre nti na obi abo to hu obi moto ya so hu but mampani kufuado fie ho dey cast ena koba nti hu de ekoso ofie ho ba party headquarters ni mienu de omonsa no asaboko
omuntu pada ngu omoso
asane de me asane ne hia pada ne be ko obi ani me de me hwa ne so obi ade ne yonkonwom besa na amade na ye nije aha wote yonkonwom na de asa and for you know obi aso ne yonkonwom opedi asa nti ade na mo boni asa na mo bosore ne
t-shirt ne kura na obi awo ne yonko de
ebe he kura na obi ho hye mienu na oti ho yo nti ba ro ba ko na ame he se NDC fo na MPP fo be jubilate abo mo obra aba na kwakoto ba bi fufuro na amani panyine ho se ye democracy no ye nyini
democracy no ye nyi ye koye nimpa se ne o kanu Niema ayakoso na me pesa men call Facebook na men share 1 or 2 messages bi I say man so how much do you went us I don't okay I'm say time na wo ka say MPs no musika kora enu 20,000 na peprasi mo say me say send to sign up person entry MPs no
oh na nye say enkosoro ana emra from ba na me kire say o musika so a sika no betimi develop omo constituency aye niama bebre and I share omo MPs common fund nso a en share dan yes kabotin bi e bro so and also cry am fam na bi ate ho kakro di and we call district assembly into ko na ko apply na de ama
omo es gracia no mo gina
abrahe es gracia no es gracia no say oko parliament na wancha emsa de ne munyede because say every 4 years near the es gracia na ma so call parliament one term per na say even say uniska bia oba bia usika na de bibia na afi akọ start afresh yeah ma abosia ma akọ ha dan befitting apartment for an MP
parliament
uwia so per V8 atunum because open say status SSA no asa akọ bosia akọ V8 and V8 there for cry about $108,000 was samba Ghana si kemu a bubuja enti one wajiska han dan de dibi asa akwaje car bosin atoka bosume so a 17,000 so 15,000 mu na ye TFE enti ye ti dan no na ye ti car enti ubewie no na wan hye nya bibibia anto ho eyo s gracia no na akwaje na sa akwaje no na sa term of office ne so na untua car ni wie ya ye fa s gracia ne ma wo ebe fe company na ni ebusa say asuma si kofi na odo ka sen ye tifri mana de aka de kofi ti ade mu
de obi wo ha watna parliament about 4 times 5 times 6 times every 4 years be our JS gracia and some who can year first time out
yes
it's the first time no call you no say waji loan na waji loan e de aje akọ ya apartment waji loan e de atoka loan nso ye limse bank loan ye ma wa 3 years 4 years no atua wi so you fan say the first term no or the atua loan nti sa s gracia for the first term no na or the akote loan nti wa break even nti ni aka ni nyina de e profit making margin
get profit making margin say that no say you down team say won to e we say to advance bio say car so a where ntie enye da aka ni di 4 years ana eye dadaba obi o ho a o chesi niam ate se de iPhone aba ana se eni enkrofo chesi ayi obi o pesa fibia o license car fufuro
ese no ne your no ne choice enti wo choice no to me fam to ye so as a bed
ba me nyame bo na se nyame bo na nkame de nyame bo na se mi ko DMP na se otuma na mkosoro a me ntoka akese ena tu me shedensi si me dem no bi aba be bobosia o me ho ba na yi
ene elu gracia na yana de midi asha
asa be ya me kofi a menya kakra de akọ
na ti o me gracia no I don't have a problem say ne obi ya adwuma wo say ma ne pension but enka nipa no obi e bi ate say ya call primaries or ya certain MP ya call primaries no wa lucy ne ya say on san mabiom ti no all end no age ne gracia wa call pension
o say sanity
Na so omoko samba da bia.
So won say parliament end.
Oh, papa. Parliament end. But the parliament
started from because new parliament back after a change of government.
But nipa na timu no old people. But nansen omo de kokko to say omo pe pension.
So we say be dissolve parliament.
Omo pe meaning say na say
it abasa assassin.
But there be ensign.
Abasa assassin.
Obi a ono wan sam ba biom no. Ono na wa wi adwuma. Ai o say ma no S gracia. Na say mo sa pe pension. Bosume so yense makwa wie na mo wie ne yense ma mo ka
ayesa wo ka gesi mo se mo me MP wo se mo me ka ho
se ma wo se wo pe wa ko ti me wa ka wo da kra
that be amekobi
me wa ka wo da kra san wa ko
awu for mo sha se ni di to mre that be ameko mo sha se mu ni di to
wa ko independent na be ko gum
abrenu ho se du ho na se me pese me ko independent me ko independent na mo me ko parliament na me hwe omo a e majority na me de me ho akobo
so everybody wants to join the winning team
independent de me ko na me win massively
hands down
na me kra constituency na me
nwanwa me seriously me as gracia no mo gene de bema no credit wa akopɛ entwaye
brother na adema S gracia woni
Kabri S gracia they have me too much have me papa
oh ba ka o
won say show be to say abambagin 1592 abapa start afi we kro no ya na dwe so won ko bio e ga still kro na so wa S gracia age enti senka mu court say mo pension na ko esan ko through enti ka papa sa be pension account
example for so John so gu fa ko a ene twa ahuro parliament nti wan ko ye adwuma bi oba bia sa ai bagben or ye lawyer minim say no practice there wa ye adwuma bi
parliament no but why nya adwuma bia no nkyerese oni other things
enti
no wa adwuma
ye nya dissolve parliament bia pa na adwuma si na foforo sa de na ba bio na foforo de na sa ba bio
dissolve time be dissolve no na omo mbesa ba ni nyina nim so omo sa ba
oh yes no de parliament foforo na do ba
anya parliament foforo
unu ade anika
constituency ba ko na hwa na ogina parliament foforo
unu ade anika unu ade anika sese anya bia se omampani akufo ado weni biewa unsese so san hand over to ono ane ho bio ena se omampani mahama weni a e wo se nana e hand over man bio because e basa sa emfinfi ho no amamuo no asa 7th ye beso obi in no na amamuo fufuro na aba enti parliament ye be dissolve ansa ne asan amamo aba bio na mo be siti mo betena ase na fei mo aso omampani enti S gracia ne de
akwaya se bosomi aso
na parliament ame be komi
me majime pension o de pension as masaba apply juma de bio
extra parliament ame be koya o ya anti
wona o be ko ne nyame ya but S gracia no mo je nyame ya
and am say for S gracia ne to na me secret
and so person parliament
uni mani bo your boy litro
I think say it is high time e was say constitution ye hwe ni ye because presidential yes nipa no obetumi akọ 2 terms you can't go beyond 2 terms but parliament there omo nyina 4 years kro ya de mom and the parliament there yentumi ka the parliament so go 2 terms and a maximum o dey parliamentary akọ 3 terms
oh da bi o say omo no omo aveli omo ho so omo nkrofo nsuma omo
na president there omo so nya aveli ya no aveli no
oh da bi say parliament there no ko me a me ni me nkrofo
president
Ghana for am o me
oh president also aveli no my parliamentarians I was amendment biba yanko wa na yakwohwe ne ekoso ewo ho hello wata
yes Mr.
me be say anwumre yankatwi
yo etisan
me ho ye pa na so etisan
nyame adum o so ye
na sisi awade na ekoso
ya sisi ade mi tutia mi call krom na mi call NDC mo office kaseme so ho regional secretariat na mi ko tu na mo se NDC for na wo ho no mo ye dede wo ho mo sa na mo bo nyom na mo si mama afa ana mi se mo ni akite mo ate information bi eto mo penyin for se mo penyin for John Zaman mama ono ana baba baby Ghana president nti ɛna ɔmo panyinfoɔ ka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ ɔmo yɛ ɔmo nsa na ɔmo nsa nnwom ɛwɔ baabi a ɔmo wɔ nti mefiri hɔ na mesan kɔ NPP regional secretariat mekɔ hɔ no ɔhɔ yɛ dinn na obiara nkasa na ho sɛ mpanyinfoɔ biara koraa mpo nim na mesan firi hɔ mekɔ NDC youth secretariat foforɔ ɔmo yɛ ɔmo youth secretariat office ɔhɔ mekɔ hɔ deɛ na ɔhɔ deɛ masa just a more volume rocks. And I found Collateral Mudia Grona Moon, Echu, Bascal Nadia. Then she figures this is in our much check. Get there, say, mother so on for Sa. At the end, Cherry, and I think it's in the law of Thomas Namu say. I'm from and careful a more share.
Now, sir, about to a commissary and Becca Bibia, sir, Obia Rini and us will be Rini. Enti no almost so mo panyifo na se o ma wi ni nti o mo nje o mo ni na mo so o mo je
yeah sana mo ka mo se o mo panyifo aka e wo TV so bia wo bia so NBC me jina mi ana mo se results ni na aka no ana mo ni se o mo so go sample wo ana mo se 16 regions na o mo 10 regions na o mo de nti 6 no sample ana mo na MPC so ba sa cha no so aka on ti ana mo se ebia I just say that if you saw mom Pierre Bontino at the cafe, or and the president ever done a man one. But Omun MP is one more catch on so Omun Sa no Moon Diago ever at some way so.
Ata Yadas, you do ever see an minister and about to commissar for Ankasa. Ever Bontina, Omode, Omansam Abetu Jantia Fair, the 2 Joria. Na ya hese asano ebekoso asa anase asano ebedane ade fufuro bia enwumre de wakatri pa wa ya ade nyame enhira
mudase okay bye
parliamentarians
Abraham say ye hwe sade we yo me mo kan me future you know what's but na me pese me busa say on say honorable say do nkati e kasa no ana say former president kasa so we need 10 regions 10 regions no the size at the same so was na me kasa at a point na Akufo-Addo at the 2 regions we need one round 1 so tiase ansana was it 2012 and I said 2008 mobile we need or the 2 regions we need and sana ye ko run off na de no enti no e betimi aba so obi we need 10 regions there but busa say size no that is saying
me akopie mu e wo New Dwaben North Ajay Kwasi Boatin Kwasi Ajay Boatin a wojina ho ema NPP ono e na wafa sa ekonwa no owini here with 21,151 votes 21,151 votes enti no kopie mu e wo New Dwaben a omo member of parliament a omato aba se onjina omo anem no eye Ajay Kwasi Boatin on the ticket of NPP okopie mu e wo Ekriapem South Osei Bonsu Amwa ono nso na ogina ho ema NPP for ono nso edi nkunim na ba odidi nkunim no 21,247 eno Ekriapem South Osei Bonsu Amwa ono na oye emrahye bedwani a ogina ede amanfo a efri eho no nakopie mu ewo akwatia city ya nanka ya amase die ya enema bi ko so asisi ya no adane ebutui Henry Yadom Boache ono enokogina NDC for anemu ewo akwatia as owini city no sisi ya with 19,899 okopie mu ewo achia senso de na Kofi Ahenkrama afo no so ejina MPP anemu na odi nkunimu aba odi nkunim 14,796 eno achiase Kofi Ahenkrama afo NPP Atem Swedro Osei Kennedy nyako ono eno gina mu ma NPP for eno science wa edi nkunimu ewo sa empesua no eso na aba odidi nkunim no 11,180 11,180 eno ena kwasi Kennedy nyako edi nkunimu ewo akem suadro anase achem suadro achem dan nua baako ene eho na akopie mu wo Etiwa West abena osayasare a ogina ho ema NPP ono ena odi nkunim aba odi nkunim 21,175 21,175 eho Etiwa West na kopie mu ewo Ebuakwa North enso a Gifty Chum Ampofo Ebuakwa North NPP odi ama odidi nkunimu no 17,653 Ebuakwa North Gifty Chum Ampofo a ojinama NPP ono ena odi nkunim ewo Ebuakwa North na ukopie mu nso ewo Etiwa Isiaka abena osayasare na medical akadada ono ena odi nkunim ewo ho on the ticket of NDC abena osay asare on sesisia no Etiwa akoye oba emano epiepie mu kakra we are looking at say emano dodo na ebeko parliament. I think say it is high time I say you protect them man say if they are bold enough to stand up say but we should try and protect them. Yekopiemu ewo Esojaman enso ara Thomas Ampem Nyako Esojaman. He came on the ticket of NDC. Owini with 24,439. 24,439. Achemda kwara na omunu munsu ya daimo wom. Alexandra Akwesi Akwa AAA ono eno jina NPP anaimu ekopre ekonwa na odi nkunim with 25,380 eno Achemoda Alexander Akwesi Akwa ono ena oye CEO of Community Hospitals asisi awakoye mrashe bedwani ama Achemoda afo ukopiemu ewo suhuma na yakwadwa asante ena ojina NPP anaimu say yentu abama no ono so ayade wengu MPP for any masse wedi nkunim with 34,049 no yakwadwa asante a ojina ewo suhum on the ticket of NPP ono ena otumi edi nkunim ewo honomo ntisisi anokopie mu wasuhumu dia na chese ono ena oba emrahye bedwamu ya fro pepo no ne yekọ empraye so a eho Davis Opoku Ansa ono so gina on the ticket of NPP ono ena odi nkunim ewo ho onya abano 25,064 Davis Opoku Ansa empraye so ena odi ne dwuma sisi ono no ye mrahye bedwani a okogina mu ama omanfo a ewon praye so na one NPP obegina mu ene on the ticket of NPP in the Parliament House of Ghana. Yako ekropon miami diem oheneba dokua esiama ejei oheneba dokua esiama ejei ono ena ojina NPP ena otumi edi nkunimu ema NPP for wengu amani mase so mode omorure she mu se onkoje ema omo enu ntino 26,646 ena otumi edi nkunimu 26,646 eno ekropon omumra she bedwani asisi a okono abayo afefe oba pa dines man dey I'm advocating for women, more women in parliament or hineba dokua esiama ejei ono ena otumi edi nkunimu ewo ho. Yes, I am for people. No, you feel prior. So, yes, I'm for people for ekropon. Yes, I'm for people for abetifi. Abetifi the right so kopio mo wa na Brian Champon. Ono ena ojina mu Brian Champon on the ticket of NPP. Or we need a power when good MPP for any masse. Or we need with 25,035 votes. 25,035 votes. No ena Brian Champon edi nkunim ebremu nso no kopie mu wo hwa na ye osai John Frimpong or say John Frimpong or no Enazisia or Emrashe Bedreni and as or no Eromato Abaman say only on the ticket of NPP. Or we near with 19,151. 19,151 or say John Frimpong of Ebrim on the ticket of NPP. Nentino results if you about to commission aswe ya sa akano I said when ebeba no bia no na ye de nyina ma wo ye de ma we no eno certified result from the electoral commission, a certified result from the electoral commission and I ye de ma mo no entino ne beba bia no ye de ebema mo pepe se ne be ya mo so mo be hu ne ekọ na ye kuso aye hwe Oba Penny Jane, the only free and fair lady, our Ghana ha. Yugusua, Ashen, and you say, ordinance some ever to Jana face, suspense, and then I'm chromo say, failing us say, you didn't kunimi, a new kunima say, and ye, and yes, and me, and ye, Ninano, Nina, Ebeba area, yet, now Obia, and who, the smoothness level, Obia, who the smoothness level, pepe. Ye try a once a mat near no Monsieur Crabby. Yebesai abasisia until say be declare results ne de ene yempon ye enu ntino ye
It's the boss's vibe.
Ghana,
Mama yenko piemu ewo Ministry of Information ye hu se ensembi apie efi ho bantino yenko piemu ewo Ministry of Information na yakotie ne ekoso ewo ho enu ntino yenko ho emra sisia.
Because I was a parliamentary candidate in this election that's just gone by, I need to be clear that I speak tonight as minister responsible for information and not from a partisan political point of view. And tonight we've invited you here because the government of Ghana deems it necessary to make some comments for the benefit of the Ghanaian public and international audiences as well about the ongoing 2020 presidential and general elections in Ghana. And we deem this necessary because, as you have observed in the last, about 1 hour ago, some comments have been made for the first time by a presidential candidate. That's candidate John Mahama of the NDC. And the comments that he has just made and thrown out into the public domain at this stage in the election process have the tendency to do a number of things, to endanger public safety, to raise tensions, and even to undermine the sanctity of the ongoing process. And so the government of Ghana believes it's important to make some comments as a government, and that's why we've disturbed your evening. I'm sure you'd have been doing your coverage and doing your analysis in your studios by now. I just want to recap a few of the key comments that candidate Mahama has made this evening, which the government of Ghana believes that he needs to respond to. The first is that, as I mentioned earlier, for the first time, a presidential candidate, is claiming that his party has gained what he describes as parliamentary majority. And then they go into some discussion about electing the speaker and a few other things, but that's a different conversation. But the point is that we have a presidential candidate, who is now publicly making the comment that his party has secured a parliamentary majority. He's also calling on his supporters to jubilate. We clearly understand that to be a dog whistle for people to get out on the streets. That is what is transpiring here. Number 3, he's also making comments to undermine the work of state institutions, including the Electoral Commission and the military. And the government needs to respond to these at this particular moment. He's also making comments aimed at attacking the work of the Ghanaian media in this election, attacking your reportage and your analysis and other things that you are doing. And we think it's important that these matters are responded to right now, especially at this time in the election. And he's making false allegations that the military of the Republic of Ghana is involved in efforts to change results and subvert the will of the Ghanaian people. So we will speak specifically to some of these issues, and then we will take questions and respond to them. Now, first of all, the claim by candidate Mahama that his party has won parliamentary majority is false. That claim is false. Anybody who has followed Ghana's electoral process knows that there are returning officers at the 275 constituencies. That's different from the returning officer for the presidential election. These returning officers collate the results and make a formal declaration of who has won the contest. Indeed, anybody has gained 140 seats in parliament by now, you will know. Wouldn't you know? You will clearly know. So we do not think that, first of all, it lies in any candidate's mouth. Yes, we understand the political parties and their campaigns throw out numbers and explain where they are in their own coalition, etc. We've seen pictures from both sides and press tours. But a claim by Mr. Mahama that his party has won parliamentary majority is false. You, the media, are observing at all the 275 coalition centers across the country. And I'm sure you yourself can confirm, as at now, that they do not have a parliamentary majority. So it is important that at this point in time, this claim be shut down, so that the Ghanaian public, some of whom may be going to bed tonight, the international community listening, doesn't start getting that idea that Mr. Mahama's party has won a parliamentary majority. I think the figures, as are being collated by the Electoral Commission and being declared, are quite clear. The last one I saw the media putting out, not what we the parties have, the media putting out, was about 227 constituencies. And the details were there about who has won what. So please do not be deceived by any candidate, especially candidate Mahama at this point in time that his party has won parliamentary majority. That's item number 1 that we need to tell the people of Ghana and the international community about. Item number 2 is a dangerous matter. This dog whistle to supporters by the candidate that they should jubilate. And we are clear. This is a dog whistle to people to get out on the streets and jubilate. Now, first of all, we are happy that this call has largely not been heeded by the Ghanaian public. As you monitor the countryside, largely, this call has not been heeded. Because the Ghanaian people are discerning and can see through some of the, games on election night that candidates play. But we think it must be categorically said that it is utterly irresponsible and it flies in the face of good conduct and even the peace pact that the candidates signed a few days ahead of the election. I want to show you the true nature of some of these candidates. The peace pact that the candidates signed, I think President Akufo-Addo, Mr. Mahama, I think there were other parties that got a rep or so to sign, witnessed by the Chief Justice of the Republic. It says that you acknowledge and you commit to the following. A, that the remaining rounds of campaign sequel to the general election shall be conducted with decorum. B, that we shall monitor and keep in check the excesses of our supporters as and when they get out of line. Now you have candidates rather egging their supporters on after they have signed this peace pact, egging their supporters on to jubilate. And I'm explaining to you that nobody is a kid in this country. That is dog whistle for get out there and, celebrate. They go on. That they hereby commit themselves and supporters to continue to conduct their campaigns in a peaceful manner, that they undertake to accept the results of the election and concede to the winner accordingly. Then they commit to a number of things in it. After signing this, you now have candidate Mahama himself, not his campaign or his party. Those ones, you understand the party portion. But now you have the candidate himself asking his supporters that they have a right to jubilate. And like I've said to you, it's a dog whistle for asking them to go out. We want to, as a government of Ghana, strongly urge all candidates to desist from such conduct. It has the potential to raise tensions, to heighten anxiety, and most importantly, it will leave your supporters severely disappointed if and when an eventual loss is occasioned for you. And so we think that the responsible thing to do as a government at this point in time is to call it out and let the public know, don't fall for that. Item number 3. As you are aware, Ghana has had about 8 successful elections since the 1992 Constitution was rolled out. The Electoral Commission has a proven track record of successfully conducting elections. This EC has come under a barrage of criticisms from this particular candidate. But as we can all attest to, so far, the exercise of this election has generally, the part conducted by the EC has generally been smooth. No candidate should at this stage get into this exercise of seeking to undermine the work of the EC. It is most irresponsible and it would endanger the peace of this country. Now, another matter we're looking to is the attack on the media. Again, if you listen to the candidate's commentary, and the commentary by, I think, the General Secretary of his party immediately following afterwards. They are now attacking the Ghanaian media, that you are now in the business of churning out fake results. I'm sure you heard that you are now in the business of churning out fake results. Everybody knows that the media in Ghana, independent, experienced in observing elections at collation centers, does the simple exercise of bringing in the numbers and doing the analysis. And this election, let's commend the Ghanaian media. Many of you have invested in software that allows you to do interesting analysis, do comparisons, etc. You are beginning to notice, just like what the outgoing president of the US of A has been doing. Candidate Mahama is now suggesting that the numbers that the Ghanaian media are churning out and the collation that the Ghanaian media is beginning to do, which you have done in previous elections, are false and are fake. And we think that, again, it is important to call it out. This is not the first time that you see a candidate begin to make such allegations when they know something that maybe the rest of the population don't know. And that's why I cited the example of the US, where the US president, who is outgoing now, consistently been attacking the media as being fake news, enemies of the people, etc., etc. We're beginning to observe a bit of it here. And we think it's important not to let it slide, but to draw your attention to this. Now, again, another claim is being introduced into the conversation, and it's important to draw the country's attention to it, that Mr. Mohammed's party says that it has won majority of the regions, and therefore it can extrapolate that it ought to win the presidential election. For the avoidance of doubt, we need to remind everybody of what the rules of engagement are and what the facts are. The rules of engagement is in Article 63, Clause 3 of the Constitution 1992. And I'll read you just a little bit of it. It says, a person shall not be elected as the president of Ghana unless at the presidential election the number of votes cast in his favor is more than 50% of the total number of valid votes cast at the election. It has absolutely nothing to do with the regions that you claim or you purport to have won. The constitutional provision of who wins a presidential election is in Article 63, Clause 3. Please take time and read it and educate the Ghanaian public that if any candidate comes to tell you that he thinks that he has won a region which he thinks is big, therefore he should be the next president, or a collection of regions. Ghana's election is not an electoral college like what happens in the US. Ghana's election, in accordance with Article 63, Clause 3, is simple. You have to win 50% plus 1 of the votes for the presidential election. And so please, this misinformation or disinformation that is being introduced into the Ghanaian election as it goes on is important that we call it out so that the general public does not fall for it and begin to correlate that, oh, therefore, if this person wins X number of regions, then he should be declared president. No, there's an exercise for doing that, and that exercise we understand is being done by the Electoral Commission. In conclusion, the Electoral Commission has proven, I think over the last 8 elections, it has the capacity to do that which is doing. We want to urge the general Ghanaian population and all other stakeholders to remain calm, to remain vigilant, yes, and to follow the EC's processes and the updates that the EC will give us, and not be moved by comments now by a presidential candidate to do otherwise. And this is what we believe the government ought to put out at this stage in the election tonight. I'll do a quick summary, and then I will take your questions. If we're in church, I will say, and you're normally adorful. And you may yadamu asese monya brena moshia ye ha sei na mom ye frem wo ha e nsembe mienu miensabi mifi ase no me kiremu se de ntia me na me gina ha kasa ne se mini minister of information but abatwe me so na me ye candidate kasa me kan enye partisan asem na me ka Ghana ban e na e kasa e na si me so se me e na me kasa ma Ghana ban de Ghana ban e ni oman ni di nkomo ne se presidential candidates ne baako Yewura Mahama wababo nten be central phone shim be donhwere baako ne fa ana be donhwere baako ni na okekansem bi ansem no aban susu enye MPP party aban and the entire meeting ne say there's a difference between me as candidate and me as minister of information. Ghana aban susu say we say ye ka ho asem bi o say ono ne party enye majority of parliament o say ne supporters emfiase enyomani eno e kasakwa ye o kan so omuntinsingu krom enji omani nye dede se omadi nkonim o say EC no ye kataso muaso asesa election results no na soldier for krampo ka ho bi na onim Ghana bakosem nsem we say be yentoto na say ensem a wotepe e wo say yetu eho anamo na say na Ghana ban ese wo sansem we ho de di kan say presidential candidate bi anase Yewura Mahama ese ni party a winning parliamentary majority a pacho e mogo sabre the entire mogo ni say Ghana parliamentary elections you were returning officers for 275 collation centers more central for nyina more nkofo 275 collation centers obi obedi nkunim bi ha mo na mbo ho dewuru ana beboa enti say sabre so obi a winning parliamentary majority 140 a senka ba na mo nyina yate mumpo amowo 275 obi de otifi on de hu ye ba mo amowo 275 collation centers no mo krampo mu hu yen kan ti se candidate bi ba be ka sa senehu mogo etoso mienu kasa kwa na ode ma na chitafo se omuntin sikrum enye dede nyi omani no se ukan peace pact na anu ya omukọ sign wo na campaign na moving pick Yewura Mahama omampani Akufo-Addo the chief justice onye na de omsabe sha ase ese sabre ya ye kwa akoto abeya na se abato obrisi eniem bia wo chitafo krampo ya ebetumi di oye ni aba no wo krampo no wo de nsa shekrata ase se wo betu omfo ahwema omate asan mo manye sade se se de Yewura Mahama na one ne mpanimfo hye omachitafo kutupa se omonti insikrum de ye den se omukan so de wani hwe krum a obi anhye dan ne akire ye boga na fo abaso nemom wo se ye bom kokko se sabre isi mpanimfo keke omone ma bom no so obi petu be catcher candidate petu be catcher se tisikrum ye a emu ayiram kakra isan se ebetumi e detention akosoro yeti asese campaigns mienu na woman na we afre central for na we afre central for no bi aka na sem na safi candidate na nkasa be kasa no anase ntinka we okan na nka omampani Akufo-Addo anase obi fufuro so candidate ne kasa e detention e be kosoro ebi o de ya wo ho krampo ni se so we your supporters say na be ba no wadi nkugu a omakoma bete eno ya de a ye bokoko etwe obi adwen e ba begina so so be kaya Ghana ya to ababeye mpren wotwe since I ba 1992 democratic dispensation yimu isi wa kire se onim nadwuma ye parties to mini nya asemba wa kire se onim nadwuma ye but say adwuma yi e koso sabre edu ni mpempenso yi na candidate ankasa etutu bi mani isi no suggest okay can some to say isi person dani figures no na soldier for crack ho ne ade no e ade wo say ye tudin ye tumre kire si no obi a ho say enya asempa e wo say obi a edi akire ebio se o cassette ya Ghanaian media say mo se entro na moody figures na mo bobo na entro na moody that about ye chirache media imo na mo ba bia mutumi hwehwem na mutumi ebeka so ya kan wo polling station we di nkunim we di nkugo na mo akeka abom afie we kra de matoto computers ne software ye hwe twi ni brofo a mugina ho na mo point trotro wo so kyerese mo adwuma na kɔ nanim afa mo na Yewura Mahama kyerese de amoka ne nya no korɛ ye pese obi ate ase se samba we eti se US man pani Yewura Trump obedi nkugo no afi o se central for no omno mo tan o man no omno ye fake media ne nkeka ho ne ade ti obi ama nani na ho na sansem na Yewura Mahama ne campaign ka fa central for ho no central for mabom ho modern sa election we see bone e wo se bom abaso na nya se etwemo abo so ansana maminka bibimfa sa allegations about the media about the military Yewura Mahama wa Ghana man peninda a former commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, the immediate past commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Onona sabre oki Ghana bambo for annual form. Ona sabre oki kan sem so mo na omugina collation centers ebo ama yewiem enye no kreba kokkrada. Ye nyina enim nhihye ne mra eda election. Ukofa ballot boxer. Police for na soldier for wo ho kwan say omode their protocol a friend the minimum amount of force and I say the requisite amount of force estopo nti so obi akofa ballot box na omabonituo ana obi mu attack collation center na say police for ni soldier for a prevent them from getting there kwan say obekọ akogina say candidate na nkasa na press conference etwe military any bambo for na aboso yade dangerous esan say de baby a omno mbebo ehoban te ebi o say yebom kokko ansa na de twato Yewura Mahama ne party ka asem bi say omo susu say omawini regions ba yan om kan 10 regions enti omo susu omawini 10 regions e wo say omo wini presidential no by the way presidential no omo ntumi nka ho asem so far omo kan no de atete but omo start introducing common say omo susu say omawini 10 regions enti e wo say omo wini presidential no. So we can Ghana Mrakuni Constitution Article 63 Clause 3. Or can the PFA says so person do mampenia. Also winning 50% plus 1 of presidential votes in your regions. Mr. Ghana election and your US if I say electoral college the say region way call say into say and I say WWE. The number of votes in fact anything I parliamentary votes calculating in here. AWM say TV network back mo calculate parliamentary votes abanyina and most started project say Omampeni party no MPP would have won about 53.8% of the parliamentary votes, even though parliamentary AA seats. But na ohwe no abon say parliamentary votes no obehu say numbers no akwa it is obi be catch around say osusu so we win regions 10 into yamfa presidency ni mana Mr. Hussein see who enya no kre ba kokrada tie o say yetumi eka ho asema obia ete ne ho ase ye be sre Ghana fo nyina se ne ye de ehuni dodo na de omhuni no ye nkoso nye ne saa isi be yo madwuma omo wi ade on be ka no I will say candidate bia titiri wa odo nsa ko share krata we ase no I will say udi so say on my papa me na ma say Manuato we'll take your questions. Where's the other microphone? We'll take your questions and then quickly respond to them. I wish I could speak another language, but I'm not good in Hausa. All I can say is Yayade, Lafialo. That's all.
Well, Mr. For 7 minutes after 9, your election headquarters indeed. Could you upon my information minister? They believe that the John Dramani Mahama kind as a government.
Abo nonkron abo na yedaswa etiha twense abato komisan ede ne nsem ebeba abetu dwa kwadwo opon kroma na okasa no say okasa in the capacity of the Minister of Information and yes so a candidate and I say okasa on the ticket of NPP na some okan ye no megidi say ye ne kwan mu ana mini akabena hu ne say
say on say sisi omo ne wa ban mu kopim say be declare kra kopim say ye be swear obi in
on the 7th of
say na no say ye former president Mahama omo ne wa ban mu na sasem bi sa ba na bia e dia am hyehye tu aban no susu say nsem a obi aka e dia am hyehye be bre omanfo na betimi so excuse me I incite enkrofama omotimi akwa e bi dede wabonten ana say bia diplomatic corps no almost susu say e bia den esi necessary aban kasa manfo na say information ba na de aban ni nimfa ho na afi de aban no susu ana say de aban no fo say oyi ano be yi no omo be yi na omo de siesie nkrofo akoma se na be ya ema obi nso entutumrika enkoye bibi unu mi say obi timi do amanyoku bi saa mo betimi atiase mi kura de ahoma kwhye no konko no obi besu obi adu ane be say enti say omampani dada Mahama beka na asemo a the aban so can you say we enye former president enye president Nanado as a president ne be yi ano na emum the ministry responsible for information and we gina aban na nemu and not a candidate aba beka de wakan nti say ye gina ye gitum na fe obia tam kuchu ne nyina etnase ne ehwe o hwe peace accord no mko sign na ense say enema bi wo ho a ope esese oye enti se bia aban no susi so bia ye bibia atra so na se obeyi ano a esese aban no beyi ano na ode niam agu ba bia ebegu kopem se yisi ebe kasa so just because say o hwe constitution na say the constitution is kan no just say obi bet bia Ghana mampani a age say unya ye ka Ghana ye kan nyina bomu a se unya 50 na so bi anya 49 se unya 50 plus 1 vote answer enti se na region ba ko pempo na betimi di anya unya 50 plus 1 na betimi president man ye enti now se na make say so obi say or the we winning 10 regions even the size crowd at the same because it be a constituency be and I was a regions and also crowd constituency be we to me the 7,000 eco parliament we to me the 60,000 eco parliament MPs enti untimi mfa regions no anyway and say ohwe ye nso a ensese ye pre ho eka ye nkrofo gu abonten e ma mko ye de bi kra no bi akwa so bia no bi kura kwa popra enti em se ento boase ne mpanifo ni mienu nyina ebe nya ma ye kopem se yisi ye nyina ye dia tumi na hye ne
Amenfi West we won, Amenfi Central we won, Amenfi East we won,
Pristiahuni Valley, we won. Jomoro, we won. Elembele, we won. Evaluedura Ajomoro, we won. Wasa East, we won. This is Central Western region. We had 8 solid seats in the Western region. Now, Western North region, the Seshi area, there are 9 constituencies in the Western North region. We won 7 out of the 9. That is overwhelming victory of the Western North region. Seshi also, we won. We have since heard that they are trying to surreptitiously get the military men to get the EC to recount a results that has already been declared. And we are ready for them, waiting for them there. They should go. And there. Duaboso, we won. Bodi, we won. Swamai, we won. Awin, we won. Bia West, we won. And Bia East, we won. This constitutes 7 constituencies out of the 9. Now, Almighty Ashanti region, they said we were going to lose the 3 seats that we had. But this election has shown that the resolve of the people cannot be taken away from them. We won 4 major seats in the Ashanti region. Ejura Sechiro Dumase, we won. Sechiro Afram Plains, we won. Asawase, we won. And New Edubiase, we won. So out of the 47 seats in the Ashanti region, we won 4. Bear in mind that there was an independent candidate from Fomina who also won. So you can do the mathematics and see what the becomes of the opponent's votes in the Ashanti region. Savannah region. There are 6 constituencies in the Savannah region. Sorry, 7 constituencies in the Savannah region. We won 4, and that is majority seats when you consider Savannah region alone. We won Sola Tuna Kaba. We won Bole Bamboy. Salaga South. We won. Yape Kusogu. We won. That comes up to 4 seats in the Savannah region. I'm sure you are doing the mathematics. Now, the northern region. The northern region has 18 seats. We did champion in the northern region. We won 9 seats out of the 18. Pandai, we won. Wulensi, we won. Saboba, we won. Savelugu, we won. Bear in mind that these first 4 constituencies that I've mentioned was originally held by the MPP. So these are flipped constituencies. Tamale Central, we won. Kumbungu, we won. Sagnerugu, we won. Tamale North, we won. And Tamale South, we won. That is the seats that we are holding in the northern region. Now, in the Upper East region. The Upper East region has 15 constituencies. We won supermassively, garnering 14 seats out of the 15. This, we believe, is monumental, and it tells a story. China Paga, we won. It's a flipped constituency. Navrongo, we won. It's a flipped constituency. Busa South, we won. Busa North, we won. Bongo, we won. Bolga Central, we won. Bolga East, we won. Nabdam, we won. Garu, beyond all the challenges, we won supermassively. Timpani, we won. The Deputy Attorney General, Minister for Attorney General and Justice has fallen. Penka, he's falling very flat at Timpani. So Timpani, we won. Pusiga, we won. Boku Central, we won. Talensi, we won. Zabila, the man has returned. Honorable Cletus Avoka. Now, this comes up to 139 seats. As we all know, Techiman South, which we originally won, they have sent military men, they have threatened the EC officer, they've created chaos, they've shot 3 people. I hear is it two are dead, 7 are in critical conditions, which means that they shot even more than 3 people. They created chaos. They at gunpoint they had to get the Electoral Commission to collate the results and re-engineer the results in the favor of the MPP. Let me make this point very emphatically.
NDC for no omo church constituencies na omo ewini no I say in a way no justifying omo 140 seats na omo ewini no, but I think say sisi ano mababo ntin abebo constituencies a omo force omo ewini no say ebe clear ama ebe me hu say make say easier e dey ama NPP and I say okay say NPP no money omo contest if they want to clarify some things, because some kind of vague say 140 you might not know where it is coming from, but we are more about constituency by constituency. It's a constituency bina say NPP then you can contend it whilst we are waiting for the Electoral Commission to bring us the certified results.
Debut Abraham say easy Indian certifier or the Babontia ebetimi asanse because obi bekase bia bi kase o se na o kase city ba ko bi o moda so ko ho good nti se o Babontia bekase we win this seat no na se bi after the ombe nyina achi no amfa no adada amanfo nti be de ka mesusu se ma wini ma lusu ma yese nyina omoma ye hwe de Electoral Commission certified e de ato mo website e kire so mo agi ato no na ki gu so sesa na mako achichire ko kakra obedu o mu se isi no wa check kakra de but ye tie boss ni ehu se de o wini de o lusu ye nyina tie ho ase a ye chance obi be pre ne ho e de bibia ba betu dwa na fa ebe wi na ne makwa akosesa na akoso obi akodi ntro nti be de me susu se ma wini we na be yaka entwen ebe yaka entwen se wa wotimi hu se weni ye fa o easy website ye hu se no kra easy certified ye de ko check collation center no eno no pepepe a
se ebia omo betumi aka se omo wo polling agents e wo all the constituencies omo wo party representation e wo all the strong rooms of the constituencies, all the collation centers no enti no collation center no say ye kai abani wi a returning officer or no declare say ya kan wiye no NPP nya say NDC nya say CPP nya say whatever, so probably party officials are no any results are returning officers any two dwa no e no mo so mabobo ano ana
say obekai say Madam Sylvia no abekasa say collation centers bi o ho a eniema bi ekoso ho a omo pese omo resolve ansana omo aba nti time omo de maaye no ebeche kakra and the obia beka no Electoral Commission dey supersede ne dey who sususo aweni na Electoral Commission say asem a wo ha yen solve nwe ya mentimi declare ye den anya odea nti am fa woni numbers awanya Electoral Commission betimi aka tro say we agitumu a enye yi because obi send video bi ma me maame bi ano kan 1 2 3 odu 19
or 100
nti se bia ebi o yes 1000 crofo boji ni su ye but ebi ana nipa na epese still as ade no no ye na se mo yes ana bi akwa akotro se transposition of figures nso a 70 mi ba ho obetimi atro so akwa akotro 56 na akwa 65 nti ube ho no 65% obe wekia na no yen kan of robe na 56 no kwa kwatwam ebi so na so di mikade ababeto abonti so we sisi nti mesusu se ba bia yisi force problems we nti omo mpene so e ma yen fa man no omo yenya ye no ansa bia yisi accessified o de babo ni bia nim because omo di kan ba be kasa se asemo constituency ai collation centers bi ho omo ye nti ma wini ma yesi no mesusu se yentu kakra yentu kakra and I'm not expecting say
enya chana isi ache nti na microphone so pese ye say ye twen wana wo ma ye be declare ye ho ne apɛ ba bi atena
on say mpanifo say ututu mrika di kan okoto ana no nche say no wade be obetimi akasa say be yenchechire obi a no MPP4 pa on betimi atena ase din akipo mo nkrofo in the suspense na wa course a obenya no se wotena ase ne be yi a na obi won so a ontimi sa course no nti ene ma menko ka de meminim enkyere nkrofo no munya me ha so and e bia na nkrofo ya agitated but e dangerous se o prepare ni pa na dwen se wa weni na fe it is akola anase waso akola niema ene ne ko ba bi se mo o kire ne se so niema ni du asoye ha ye besue na bi ebro atoto bi wawe no anu munso na mudu won mo twempa bo so aka na ni mo asiso nti se o tutu mirika beka ade a wonim se esese yisi certifiers about be a problem o ho na osu se me de numbers na menya na no ana matintim de ba bonten na se bedu ba bi na fi ade na sa akoda na wodi kan prepare on crofo na adwene e basa o credibility so ati e basa na fi so obi tu mirika kra akwati ho kokonu o pra nti no meme susu se e kamenko akakasa na nkoye montomobo yisi de beba montomobo bibia be yeye.
But this is more than 4 hours easy eka say omode resource eba it is more than so omuka say 5 o'clock na for mu no mo say mo break akra but this year no it's almost 9:30
abra I say easy for ebe kai no omo kawie no after 5 o'clock no mo ntimi and declare no omo ama time frame omo say yentwen enti twen no can be twen till
kopem say yankopem fufuo bi ni
kopem say omo susu say ade a omo be ba bonten no political parties ni nyina ba dia tom no omo ntimi ensuccumbed to obi precious say nkrofo yeses ntimi famra o de bana chiri o sa akọ wodro bibi say no de me be kan me boa ntimi nya won hwe bi o de ye nhwe situation a electoral commission e kwa akobo obi to say fancy presidential o kwa akobo obi din na e de number na to ho na o kwa akobo obi din na bepre ho nti e de obi number na obi din akwa akọhye ho so ho
we don't want to even imagine it.
Nti ade nti na ne ense se omoto omobo ase e na wonim se court so ho so before so wasisi na obetimi de akọ court se ye de bibi court na se ko overturn pa electoral commission credibility no article nti it is better for them say emfa ho ne pressure eba krom ombeto omobo ase na omo aye the needful na omo de ba say ya na fe international community ne obia political parties no obia agiatum na the obegina ni so agina ni so na me de say oji wani so na say obro nya akoko no force obeja na metimi de me GPS address ama uja akoko na na akire no uja ni kwa so
akoko mi ja okwan kwa ha
kwa so si fi na nto si ni ready akoko so and as bia oji wani so bi so ne bia wo niama ni nuane bi she fridge na no so nya yi a Kasi TV ye wo osu ha yi a baabi obetimi aba na obeyi a monitor say be 50 bucks say me ye say kame weni a me de bagimani but ma wi mu so munye kra ni
aha me mpakura bi
nhwe a obu achacha na obeja ne si ha na nkokọ ne mmoni ayi ne so
ha so de nya yira kwan u dasi mu kwan betumi ahwa
ye ne yakodi ama free o ampa o fo say ye bobo so na say wa nya na obi bi be hawa ana obi kra de acha na ba ebetimi akere oba bi afa koche ama yeyi ba mesusu se electoral commission nyanto boase no de ba esese ye nyina agitum wa wanti ase no court emfra onkrofo se monti sikrum
eno de
ena emrantie ne maba wa so amowo na ehwe camera no maka emrantie ne maba wa mo so monti o se obi be ka kiro se omo sisiye ye mpremu nkokrom ya na obusa se ifi ba bi amokro makwa hia se party office ana se omampani ana se omampani de fie no ana mo mako gina kwa ho no anye bia sa mpanifo ni biba abegina mo nchen wo kwa ho se mu sympathize with ye ntie so ye ba begina mo nchen obia kare dia hyedan mu so ujina party headquarters na mo de moto pi ka bowa de onu nti ukoko jina ho no abusia ne busua ni ho onu amu no ni ho bi sabeta frache bi kura sika kura de man crofo so mo fan ko campaign ebia no anya bi wani na je party no keke enti se isika na asem no bi si ya mpene montwemma emfa nkọ a ka kire so pani hia me ho na me ba na ma ba behwe aba akro na ekutaw no
na me so ma hwe so
entra se me yenkotu ani o me say yetu ani a ba bia na no pem ye se obetu delegate ni aba behwe hospital etua be no wi a asan afi so udi dem na wakadam a de wo hwe wo ne bebre ho be na homete areho kura beku mutisi abonte ye mpre mo fa nnua wo fa dua na ye den obra court wo emfa dua emfa sekan emfa tuo emfa hwe ye mpre na ko ofi ono o se o mpre no ma onu medi animu
that is it
because okọ na police for ehwie sa o water can nsuo no Mr. Sansuo no ho se egu ho a ehyeshi sa keka ehyeshi wo no ehyeshi wo na sa keka na ba bia ahye wo no za ko fa se na keka na hotu nti wo de se ebi gu o ba bia wo ba wo zo ba se Lazarus ti mesre eni obi achi na entutum rika nkokoro se anya yi o mo fa ba o busa sepani wo se me mfa ba no wo ba we obefre phone so mama tutu ka sese ya obefre phone so mama tutu moto sese ya na busa sa obekwa kodu no no amu no owo he
no ni hobi
ya dia badi wachi a owo he eye sorry e na obeka akire wo eye se okọ hospital obe so no atua eye se oni ewe dia jiwe tutu dia ma ni ni asan oni uni hwe ye intimesre no ma ye ni politicians na chi enkokunku ye ho abede menya ka obi kura gina ho a na damfo ne MPP ni na damfo ne NDC ni ena ya paso me fie ba akom kura ni afo mienu o different party oba o party we be ma o party so mo ware ananya fe se NDC ni party pani pa ko ware MPP ni ba efe keke so ntu susu se saafo mienu yo mo tifie sabato no anko ama omumu ba ko a enti oba be ka se majami kunu ana be ma be ka se mi dabi ti mo ma fa sa ne ma no enti ya hofo empene so yenko kromu empene so mesro empene
wase mi mama kai madam fu bi ne ba ya asoden na otea kora na no nya se hwe wo de ekosho na ya na pra de obepre me me fa ka na be fa honam ya
yo
wo na be fa honam ya ye tufu no wantie na sa wo kokodi a kire se ya se ya mpene pra de obepre ono ofa kane ya honam ya ono nko na da so si ye wi a wo besensi udada mu o wunsi udada mu ono wa wi na ayi menu akwabna kan ye oba na sa hospital bill nyame ado no obetia enokra bi obeti delegate ti wo hia no mpo no akacho so ordinance sakra to nsa ye machia wo wie na wodi dem a aka wo so eye wo no fiefu asem so no aye breadwinner of the family so say wa ha obusuafo wa ha wo ma menom ne wo papa nom ne wo ma ne wo nananom ne ade na wa ha mo pa enti no don't allow anyone to play with your mind
abra wako baby a okoye reporter demonstration esi a mpanifo dwane pe otunika ya no abon otunika se V8 se wan na watoto ahwenim na ya no abon
waka se obefaw
ubetimi ya nantifia chiri ko baby akwakoye saade we ubewie na onya lorry fe kram kofi na komdo
unse udi eche na okonde ani afa ye wie na ya pansa no na fa unse
wetunika hu
enti manantie free say ya bedru say na fa waka na ogina
wetunika hu no ko wetunika hu no ko ena obi wo so kro ma ba betwa hia ho a mo ye otunika mi se aye box ketu abi ama na ne bite nkitikiti bi omu a ya no mo ko no te hodi mo ben ka na no apepa na no te ho abusia Ebredo say ye be ani asemrantie ne mabawa enye dachi ene se be kwa akototo bo politician bi nti da bi o dachi ene say policies somebody buy na so mfa so ben ena menya na so so ben ena kwama no mababo manu ne hia
kwama me ne mabusuafo
na ye nkototo bo no ofa phone mo nka mo nko no mo wie mo nka mo nko no wen boys na no mo nika no wen
ono ne wen ne ma wen
ni mawai
because omo stand nana adodanko akufuado one John Dramani Mahama omo no mo ye the two main contenders me for munya example omo nyina ni ho mama eye babies
Dabi.
Omo manso ye mrantie ne maba wa mbetumi agino mo na so se ba ntokwa mbetumi ako na nado mpodi mfa so ni baba ma but e den ya ne ma no wo ekununum ene ade enti no mo we
ana na mebu say yo video e ba yi na gate na no e wonima police station ho no anye bia nipa na akogu ho a omo feel say omo ko sympathize with nana no anye bia na nado baby is allowed to come and stand behind the gate and I say in front of the gate no microphone point interacting. Oko President Mahama Fia gate no ne baby betimi apia bonten. Enti adenti ena obepreso say yenko na de oko. Onso so fatasa otna ofie. Tena fie na Kasi TV. Tena fie Kasi TV, tie radio. Your person what be abete.
No, here is how Betsy, no one say na akoso. Apart from no, you have no other role to play. Uro ne say Edward na pay 70 ubo modern sorry your man papa. O sorry e kwa san lie, e ma ni drew so, e ma odu kokromoti e ko team nipa open no so no. Why role number 1 ewie, role number 2 ne say wo betena se. Na ye bebo no hu say oh, sa me constituency kra no, asumasi e na ewi ni ye. Sa asisi e kra ba ye kwotu ye obentin and a president. Now according the person the necessary respect due him or her. Where we enope and a wajuma. Enope and a wajuma. Nasa yanko trim my yanko 2 milke yanko
a 2 hour de bro busian full. Who say obisu be deep, obisu be near to me be deep and sa ne ho kwa kra I mean kwa be fa so anyam because answer say on say daba na jimu ana ye twa onan na de ko na kokka kire ne say me ba asumasi ho na ne security details no be say obey there
o appointment
onu ti na mpraye e de na cheso onu ti na praye o appointment share sister
man ha ho why
dabi
tnafie ofiefo hia
tnafie
ofiefo hia man ha ho menim say sabre nkofo I am moto ni ade ready na car sa mo de baba nenam kruma be de hwe eto da bi ahụ yesi ba bi anyankopọ bo na pesi na ono sam tutu ne ko bi o wan hwe ya wo de mani age beti anapan eno so de na ye nsem bebre energy no there are so many ways you can express it if you are happy. You don't need say bakakọtena moto so afa na de moto kwakọ hurihuru na sisi akwada moto no sa mo ka no omo de ne tuni si fam ni ama na nanim ne so say na ekire soro na omo de nam na omo hu ni say ye puru na say abas hey Debbie enya sa na agi yani. There are so many ways you can express your excitement, so many ways. But say obeye ade a ade opra be ba wo so say obeye ade a ebe ha enkrofo a eka wo ho na wa ha wabusuafo nso de be me na be bi da aduane bi di na bo nsuo bi guso na da na sabe tafrache obi ani ho obeba obekasa ade echi a sorry ana pana bra ni fi na bejiska esho botom. The highest ne say nipa no any good policies beba na adwuma beba no wanya biaye enu pokra sa adwuma ne ba na sa wankasa wo ekwepe wo ho adwuma no wonya bi nye se nipa ne ba no se wa babie school ye petition for akọchira de na wonya teacher ni abetumi akọchira de wo wontumi. So decide on improving yourself. If really you love a political party, improve yourself and make sure say the political party no ever power. Now say if there is an opportunity, you can take advantage of it. So say better frache one go school, who are won't answer no jume bia, ye bani ye see ye po bia, ye no be kwa ye den. And then yeah, say a macho man near for the no penalty because I never have qualification any. But if really person win your party in so fast so, na party in so fast so now who say party me join me campaign, ma make sure say you didn't kunim and be decide to develop yourself. Whatever you are doing, develop yourself. And yes, I got in a classroom next year, dear Kwa, and a Dobeku and him sense, and Juma Bia, now also Western. And I pay now you can, Wolscott of 4 H, send you did a car tracking system, and she share a car money, CCTV cameras, near biodigesters near the idea, 250 Ghana cedis pay, no question, 2 days near my certificate, and no so when now we are Ebia fan send this in and I said, be any more parts, and that's a contract be back. Yes, you install a car tracking devices. A buying card na Saturday now to me a party member. me so me ka ho ne ye adwuma no and e ba ye ntino this is my qualification, this is what I can do, then you are benefiting from your political party. Na nya se ye nkotwe ma anya se ye nam krum enkoye dede anya se ye ntena ka na no car no mo ya yetumi bie do na nkrofo hyehyehye do ne ho no ba ni o drive no eno ansa be pin na America
abra me wafutu e ma motofo de otike ma watoto car do mumpo e de na hwe ho a otimi hu moto ne de wa ne body no moto no una ye body no da de me se na ntempe enti ahwiase bi abahwe bia ne ye wo e na oda ne body na team no apra atoso mienu machofo ni ntie machofo na eyusu mo no ba bia ma no pema e veranda so gate anu gina e na afa nua setena yem fa nkotra ho because yes so mfaso ne say gina duase
obema ne abontin
gina duase gina gate ano ana gina veranda so nti sebe so mfaso abusuafo obenya ano no adan ya me gina no abu we gate ano adan ya me gina so masi we gate ano uni musumi akati o enti obi a wo twam onya nu ono abokra ono abo na enchia hunu na yi sa enya
minimum obi a ne body no oye well built kakra what's the store no ne dia no just say otu woro kra na se wa gogo ne hunu kra no hu na oye giant oso otu ne shop ano no hu se political party bi ka betwam ekọ kakra no sansan omachi no obi si bai so ye pese anu di nkomo no so yokomo bo so ke dem aye number na ye be frɛ no say well not the number mine or one of my friend oh ye pese be hu o so me wo ho omba e send your body netie no ye pese nka MP a original constituency ha no nka udi nachi send your body netie na okoba bia na odi nachi nti no de jiwei ya ele omudi kan wise kama ne se dwen ho e bia na wotwe na 3 days e be san ba ne aba beji muaye o no so scandi o no oje no mko ba no se omse nti asem omo ne kan ye no ni mnu muaye ne se no so ni muaye ne de eye simple sisi amon se otene shop ano se mu pese onye se adwuma na wo se ne shop no otum na nipa no kwakodi na chi no se parliamentary candidate se nipa ne be wini se on wini onim na so otu the shop ni mu na se okodi nipa ne se nipa na wini a waboka enti no omo ma no payment plan na se for the next 4 years nipa ne be ko parliament o wini kro be ko a omo ma no omo calculate every month bi on betu ya ne same 4 years sika no omo kambom no mo famma no no mo sama ne sika bo TV aso oto ne shop ni man fa so obenya
omo de man insurance omo
bibia man se na yensa ma ne snet pension enka ho so betumi aye sa nyama we nyina ade a ne omo pe no obeya amom o se afa we hwe we yanim na we hwe we yanim no omo sorry ko say akwanem so onye serious no se me mo nye serious mo sorry e no se mo tam ni pedi mochi mo bi 50 Ghana de ase no boto mo we sa mre no etwam sa wo pese onya body builder wo ma na ene supplement wo krum to bi ma wo ma no mo nom mo fo mo ko gym no mo so njeme na de mo so ko pefe bebe body no mo so benya bi no mo di wachi na de kra na be fe se wo ko na wo badi wachi no akenten se be akono eno ne kra no owo interest at heart because anya se wo ye ne leader kaka so anya ne papa entini po eno kra be dwon ho mo obi nko
sa body building no so oye ne ye die bia on se me ma bopa oye ne ye die ne bia obrewum o start kra ho na betutu na wa bra build body no bi se bra be se ko gina me gate no o ko di ono abochi no o ko ba bi ne yaje mo ahoho a ye de be kwa kwhye dem ye be serve ne kama
na wo ti abochi
odidi me a answer na waka say me ne boys bi na ba boys omo describe them so say dey me boys so we cry now chain penny we cry any my dear channel mama me yu so mo sa ma so mra mfa so mo obusia
we have to be wise and me to me aka say abaya ye to no this time around me say Ghanaians are becoming more wiser than we used to be, let me put it that way. Now can confess Ghana for the we refuse home spirit of forgetfulness aje Ghana for ma enti no oye no be bia na be do abato ano abeye nkonya bi ni aduna so be si ade ya tro mo say ye won kai pa ade no o de ye Ghana for mfie du kura na ye be ka kai wo hwe mfie du atwa mu na ye ye sei anu nti no boys am nso nkrofo edimu achi nya say boys mpo ye mo ye men because am nya nkwara nketo a mo nso no you should start thinking other ways other ways of improving yourself. Many pano on show when we your phone na. So okona bibi ko yosisi a eno ano no. O ma menom ne wo here no mo ne wo mani ade nyina they have lost you forever. Ye twa ye ho kakra. Ye twa ye ho kakra. Ye besan aba na ye de ni aka abremu.
Miaro, Endo, Miaro, Ejumedia, Inabeye, Miaro, Endo, Miaro, Senyetika, Inabeka, 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 Miaro, Endo, Miaro, Ejumedia, Inabeye, Miaro, Endo, Miaro, Obredibo, Inabebo, Miaro, Endo, Miaro, Asemi besini Miaro,
Tonyo makate nyum no ye koso ana ye twen abato commission say ode ne enum nsem beba betudwa na I think ebia na why na adwe se sabre nkrofo okrom dodo ntie biam se onim se obabo ntiti ebia na nkrofo de dede ni ade ntie opese ewiemu adwo kakra ansa na ode ne nsem aba betudwa but yatena se fitiana pa fitienra yatena se a ye de besi ha na se edu ebra abato commission ebeba se ode nasem eba betudwa na ye de ehu eno eno ebeba bebremu eno ntino ye de ye humeso ewa ha ye humeso ewa ha menua kwabena ba me final words na ye fancy
yeah the mainstream manfo nyina ne se empani se oba kwa adware na se onwie ya oba kwa adware na se ocha na afei ena o siesie ne ho yie e de amane kunu enti mama yentwen se bia atwen ya che na yenkoso ntwen electoral commission na bia na yie mu ase na ebe ya eba ye nyina ebe gi atum afei so no eni nipa dodo achi nkoye bone enti nsi krom obra obi na ahyew obeti esi krom na wa ogina wa ofie na wo sa se na ebe ya ye nyina ye ni beje at the end of the day na prebia ana oye ne bia enkonkoto
because CCR no say whatever the results will be, you know, any just at the end of the day, Ghana has won because about to say if you nipa or person or winning the crown, say we're in your crown. We have 4 years to go again, so you just go back to the drawing board. The mistakes that you feel say you made, and I say you did that, and don't say I'm a winning. You just go back, you correct yourself, then you come back in the next 4 years. And don't know where and yan to and yet say maybe one farmer me I it is just a better luck next time. Now also your baby, so if you help somebody who is jubilating to jubilate, and I say oh tappy into the anointing of the person into the way obi winia congratulations waka chire nipa no the dead now so wasan wachi and honestly it gives you ample time and the room to make your corrections about everything that you need to do, so that so wasan wachi answer quite to say who say embrace so mo kontokwa oba no be pema no wakọ nachi no akogejia no asamba no abepem na ne okona china so oba ne odeba no force odeba na chain first one odeba ye no. And if you don't win, that is just how it's going to be. So o candidate and winner na bia mo na odebo ano na anshada ankoyi asema mo de call ye no anshada anto enkrofo asum enti you just go back to the drawing board, put into place better policies, better things for people to understand you, for people to relate with you, because obia pe policy ebeba obenya so emfaso into you go back to the people, you can ask them what you want so that you can do it and come back in the next 4 years. 4 years ewa and so enwe biasa 4 years e twema ye to aba na ado ebeye president ase nso enche ye bia akwa te se ne enre ya na eno eba ye ntino you can always come back and correct all your mistakes. Yan in TSM say electoral commission has started the parliamentary results no parliamentary results no na say Ashanti region and Osha say okay presidential coalition no from all the regions no washa say the bana or the Ashanti region and Osha say if the figures and things are ready na say bit to me I would like it na yemfa eno enwie bibia ene enwumre. Producer, if it's ready.
Nje ego so twen producer no na make say okopre ho na okopra e bia na waban kra na be wini or the good policy be ba e be do time a person will benefit no now you don't qualify because we did them nti tena ase na ye di time kuchu ani je ne badge no wo dem enye gidigidi nkopra na bia waban ba anase enye waban kra na be ba e bia na policy be ba obetimi a benefit na so akopra ko di dem nti ye de ade be to nsem no na nya de kra betimi akoye no prego
enti no di ene de ye pe so bia ebe ye di na oji wani an waji wani se beta fracha nyansa muli se ulu si enso ane no so waji atumu nyansa muli na ye di bibia akọ ne kwan mu na we are still waiting. Are we ready to go, Mr. Producer? Sisi I say yade about to commission for the presidential results no eba enkakranka na say I say ye do ne pompon so anisa because of the eba region by region na ye hu say region we say na we nya say na we nya nti ekaka bom na say na we nya nti no ye edu ne pompon so enisa sanya na NDC for claim say omo wini 10 regions no mama nya nti say you can win 10 regions, but 2 regions pay kaboma ebetumi etwa enti ne yehwe ni nyina na Ghana so no yenye electoral colleges to send America de ete no aka say who win regions dodo a na wodi bedi nkunim 50 plus 1
menko am vote single obeko
to so nya 50% na say kwabra from pon anto aba
o me toy
meka say bia nipa na nya 50% na aka single 1 vote na say sada na wa nkoto a
me di MP nti me tutu abanagu ho so me to sa ma
ba bedu so na S Gracia na ye free ho
wa brani atomo
me na me advocate
na dem me S Gracia how
S Gracia dey ha me split as Gashan, they have me free to pie, have me free to. And I say, make come once a ma, never
for some walk parliament.
Oh, Nasa me qua. Nasa me really be an amount mammy pension, dear fan. And yes, every 4 years to be as I don't answer work of pension. So pension
every 4 years. If you are now quite maybe.
There be. Oh, me, dear, say, come now. Civil servants, I hear Juma 30 years, 35 years, 40 years. I think you say, or pension. Sikaya the Bemano. Obi as Gracia, our general in 4 years, no, see a 10 cramp as can end room about.
Sadly, I just hear constitutional constitution.
Because
Article 17.
That is what I am advocating.
Article 17.
Constitution, you may not know how. Because, and I even cramp parliamentarians cry also almost a more time frame. Then the president echo for 2 terms. Now, some parliamentarians 2 terms. Now, mobile qua or monco 2 terms. So, they be a crab at Chomany or Marco.
Oh, yes, small with me. I can most maybe 2 times.
President on the end of the day.
That's on the
so maybe I assume every painter is painting. So maybe I assume
that president, the Ghana, and I assume, and yes, young Kwan, a Ghana, and some wood seem to a bar. You are the constituency when I calling. I think the constitution should be amended. Maybe what is good for the goose is good for the gander. It should be amended. Say 2 terms na president. I don't know president now. No anyone. Or no penny in Pono. Or no echo 2 terms. Na parliamentarian data so to me kwa obisa say 92 but 92 96 2000 2004 2002 day won kwa ya se tiri komo nyansa nyina de aso calling no
obi kura free mu fia no de ne ba san ba begina ho mu fia nkwa na nyansa ho
say you're calling
yes makra president nso yes makra sadia president nso yenya ngum
madam fu bia na me no company ba ko ogunde me ka ogunde no say ono so wini nti ogunde get ready for me
when you go 2 terms
me ba be mental ufi o pa me ko ogunde ufi o pa me ko
2 terms per opon I say
small now quiet task man
the president we on the small on your makro
ono de nkonkom yenu no nya na de
obi lucia na o pesa de wa makro no ka say agro
interesting unim emre house yes say omo enjoy no omo na abesa de akose ade na wo enjoy ni jaje nti na meka se yenkobi ade yenkobi ma veli me ho
dabi
constituency am pem no mo fa application mra mo suma me ameko
no but parliamentarians
mo suma me ameko constituency am pese me ba mama no mo fa application mra me vetting na my audition o pese me ba na suma me ba me no suma me ameko akoye mpia ma no o me yesuma ko nti dudu obi ambesuma
bia why ade
oh yeah say memo akọ kakra
bisa nyoma ni pamiensa okay entino are we going or okay say still about to come san niam no emfa dia ene e be hu meso abra ono ebe ye ready no eduru ho na ebreba ya de nyina ebebra mo entino anwumrei aha ene ye de bibia esi ene ye da asedane ye de be mo bia maboa ye mama adwuma no akoyie me nua be ma kwabena in fact ene ya fa wa frifie fitia na pa ebesi anadwe